Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. Tonight we have episode 6 of Dragons on an Ashen Breeze, our AD&D 2nd edition Dragonlance show. I'm Pete and I'm the Dungeon Master.
I'm Dan and I'm playing Geron.
I'm Jim and I'm playing Goust.
I'm Ben and I'm playing Stone Hunter.
I'm Roger and I'm playing Merrin.
And I'm Adun, I'm playing Hisfix.
Excellent. Right, before we get into the recap and the experience... Sorry, I just had someone saying no. There should be.
Looking at a bit of lag as well, because I'm still seeing the holding screen on Twitch.
Okay, I've got I can hear. So
there we go, and there's the picture popping up.
We're gonna go. Cool. Okay. Before we get into the session, please don't forget to go and check out all our social media. There are links below in the about if you're watching on Twitch and in the video description if you are watching back on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, go over and follow us on Twitch, and if you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, check out our Discord. There's a link below. There's over 250 members of our Discord server having conversations about all kinds of role-playing games, movies, TV shows, and playing games together on the server. So it's a really cool community. So come and join us. There's links for that below as well. And also, please go and check out our Patreon. All our lovely patrons who support us make all of this possible. All the kit and equipment we have, all the games that we play, it's all down to you fantastic people. Please go and check it out. For a few dollars a month, you can support us and you can get loads of cool freebies, including all the maps from this show and other shows, as well as a whole load more. There's a load of free stuff as well. So if you don't want to sign up, there's a load of free stuff that you can go and get, including things like combat cheat sheet for AD&D 2nd edition related to this show. This is a show for mature audiences, but immature players. So you have been warned. Okay, so as it is customary, we shall do a recap with a bit of experience points, because obviously this is AD&D 2nd edition, so we need to talk about experience being done individually and for different rewards. Don't forget you can buy our players a reroll for 1,000 Garblag Groats. Just hashtag their name in the chat, and you can give me a reroll for 2,000 Garblag Groats.
McNeil 5 just did.
Hey, excellent.
Oh.
Hey, McNeil's 5, you are awesome. And as we found out last week, I can use my GM reroll to make the players reroll. But that's only useful in certain situations, like when Stone Hunter's shooting at Merrin. For fun reasons. So that was cool. Okay, so repeatedly, yes. So last time on Dragons on an Ashen Breeze, our brave heroes had cleared out an area of the city that had a goblin encampment in, and proceeded to raid the tents and sort of pick between a few of the loose coins of the large mound of stuff that had been gathered out of all of the houses in the area. You then went into the special warehouse, which is where you had heard that Rhivrasonomar had some sort of method of receiving goods into his tower via this location. Upon going in there were some interesting conversations about traps, defenses, arming up the prisoners that you had with you, and Goust's particular expertise in several of these areas was shared with everybody, as he is wont to do. And then Goust discovered that, well, I think Stone Hunter discovered the circle on the floor, and I forgot about that actually. There we go, little XP reward for being the person who found the magic circle. And Goust discovered that it said, step inside, charge me with power, return home. So you all gathered in the circle. Goust used his wand of magic missiles to disperse a charge into the magic circle, and you all travelled instantaneously to an underground chamber. And I shall now slide over to the map screen where we can see the wonderful maps created using Incarnate, our wonderful sponsors, Incarnate. Thank you very much to those awesome people over there. This was all made using the Pro license. We gave one viewer a Pro license last week. Lady Deanna won our competition, so well done to Lady Deanna. You guys arrived in the kind of summoning circle, teleportation circle, in the chamber with kind of large statues, which you were all very suspicious of. There was some failed trap detecting, and then you made your way out into the sewer, which you discovered, and there was a bit of a fight with an ogre who turned out to be a cardboard cutout, and you just kind of like flattened him in one round. And then a few bars draconians kind of kept Merrin busy for a couple of rounds while he danced around, sort of chopping them up a bit. Stonehunter was shooting arrows at Merrin, trying to see if he could knock his plume off his helmet. And as I remember, Gauss was figuring out the activation of the bridge mechanism, which he fired a magic missile at the gem on the far wall. And then once you tidied up the monsters, you came through and saw that there were pressure pads. Stepping on the pressure pads caused magic missiles to fly out of the red crystals on the walls. And then there was some fun with people jumping over primed pressure pads, throwing gnomes across, jumping over, and even Gauss hitching his robes up and doing his little skinny leg run as he jumped over. And Stonehunter kind of stood back and watched all of this from afar. And you'd seen two doorways, one to your left, which on the door there was a sign saying metal storage, and on the right over here another door with a sign saying body storage. And you had opened the door, his fix, to reveal a rust monster, at which point, and this is exactly what Ben did, screw you, Merrin. Because obviously Merrin in his plate armor is probably not wanting to go in there. And you saw that there was
people with their shiny metal and light metal shinies.
yeah, there was a load of scrap
Oh,
metal in
dear.
there that the thing was obviously munching on. And we will need to do a surprise roll in a moment. However, for experience,
I've got a stick that throws sticks at things.
yeah, absolutely. So you killed 3 Bars Draconians, 1 Bozak Draconian, and 1 Ogre. Altogether, that's 495 experience, which means you each get, and don't worry, we'll do the totals, but you each get 99 monster experience for last time, which is not bad. I think that's probably one of the higher ones you've had. I think 107 last week was the highest. So we'll go along the, let's swap back to the faces screen so we can see everyone's elation at their awarded experience points. Merrin, you had quite a stonking episode last week, dispatching several monsters and the killing blow on the ogre and the Bozak.
I think it's making up for the previous one.
Yes, absolutely. You kind of flip-flop between deadly warrior and sort of
Incompetent fool.
You said it. So you can have 200 experience points for role-playing, 99 for monster, and you killed 10 hit dice of monsters, so you get 300 for that. So you get 599 experience points for last time.
Yowza.
Yeah, that is impressive. What are you up to now, Roger?
I'll tell you in just a second.
Okay.
After I maths.
Uh-oh, we could be here a while.
Yeah, I'll have you know I'm quite good at it. 7,612 and a half.
12 and a half.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
10%.
gave him half an XP last week.
Oh, did I give you
no,
half?
no, I think I've got a 10% boost thing.
Oh.
It's mentioned on my character sheet.
I don't think you do. We'll
it
figure that
says
out
on-
later.
Okay. All right. Well,
I
if
think it
not
just-
that, then
it just auto has-
7,375.
Okay. Right, his fix. It's 9,000 for your next level, isn't it, Merrin?
Oh yeah,
So,
I'm not going to get that.
Okay, his fix. So you we'll do cleric first.
Right.
Your RP gets split in half, so that's 100. Your monster gets split in half, that's 49. You did a second level spell.
I did. I
did.
cast silence on a
You did.
Bozak because I like messing up magic users.
Yeah, absolutely. So 200 for that. So you get 349 for your cleric.
I also cast light on a Shatang.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Ah, sorry. I do watch these
Right.
things back, but I do it sort of. Have you ever watched the YouTube videos at double speed? It's hilarious. It's also easy to miss things.
It's like
Okay.
watching the Chipmunks play, I'd imagine.
Yeah. And I'm talking like this, and I'm going really fast, and I'm going 449 then.
449.
Yep.
There you go.
And your thief. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You made a lot of thief rolls, but you only passed one of them.
I only passed one of them.
Yeah.
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
So you got 100 RP, 49 monster, 200 for your thief. So that's 349 for your thief.
Yep.
So how are you doing on your cleric and thief?
I think the math is slightly squonky, but my cleric is on 3,900 odd.
Mm-hmm.
My thief is on 4,700 something.
Oh, okay. So close to 5,000, which would be level 4 for a thief. Excellent.
Who's
Okay.
accepting?
Stone Hunter. You got 200 for role playing. You got 50 for instructing Ghost to activate the bridge. You got 50 for discovering the magic circle. You get 99 for monster. You killed 4 hit dice of monsters, so you get 120 for that. So all in all, you have 519
Ooh. Do I get any from a trap?
for your trap.
Because I'm a ranger.
It
I don't know
hasn't
if
done
rangers
anything.
get traps.
It hasn't
Oh,
done
it hasn't done
anything.
anything.
If you come back and it's, there's like a draconian sort of swinging in the doorway,
It's covered in flour.
covered in flour, sneezing, then yeah, you might get 50 experience points for it.
I'll take that.
Cool. Ghost, you got 200 experience points for role playing, another 50 experience points just for fun. It was hilarious. 99 for monster XP. You didn't cast any spells though, did you? Oh, I
You're
can't hear you,
muted.
Jim.
Apart from power in the circle, no.
No. Okay. So 349 for you.
Lovely.
And Geron, no cleric spells last time, was there?
Yeah, I did one cure light wounds.
Did you? Who did you do that on?
Yeah, it was on Stone Hunter.
It was.
It was after we did a night's sleep, and I
Yes.
got my spells
Sorry,
back.
that was very early on. I went to the
Yes, it
battle
was-
to gather experience points.
No.
Okay.
Right at the beginning, because Stone Hunter was pretty banged up, and I
Cool.
gave him my magic potion as well.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
So 200 for role playing, 99 monster, 100 class, so 399.
399.
I love giving out 99 rather than 400. It's little things like that. So no one gained a level this week, did they?
No, I'm on
No.
7,400, so I've still got ages to go.
Okay.
Yep, ditto. I've got 2,000 to go before I level.
Okay. Right. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we return to our situation as all in the pressure pad corridor. 4 of you between the pressure pads and the doorway to the Rust Monster chamber. So I'm just going to switch back over to there. And we're going to make a surprise roll. So here's Fix. You're going to roll this for the party because you're.
Oh, good.
You're
I
standing
would
at the
very
doorway.
much like to close the door.
Well, this is the thing. So does it? If it doesn't, if you win the surprise roll, you will get to shut the door without it noticing you. If it wins the surprise roll, you won't.
I mean, for all that tasty, tasty metal it can smell.
Yeah. So it's going to be at a -2 to its roll, and you are going to be at a +2 to your roll because you are
Okay.
suspicious. Just generally.
It's very
I think.
true. I am
Just a
suspicious.
general state of suspicion.
We're all suspicious of you.
So if you roll 1d10 +2, and I'll do roll 1d10 -2.
Did I want to go high or did I want to go low?
You want to get high.
Oh, good, because I got as high as you can get.
Hey! Well, then I definitely can't beat you. Okay, so you win the surprise roll.
I
So
would like to close the
you-
door.
you close the door. The other three of you, Merrin, Gaust, and Geron, you're all standing there, and you see his fix open the door, and then quietly close the door.
I will
Best
turn around and go,
cliffhanger ever.
wrong. Oh, I think that's the wrong room. There's a large beastie, and it looks like it eats metal. So maybe we want to go through the other door?
I think that's probably wise.
All right, then. I can have a go at disarming the trap if people want to make sure they're not standing in front of the big red orby thing.
There's not a lot of room in that corridor for people to stand not in front of the red.
Well, I could stand in front of it, and Gaust could stand in front of the door or something.
Okay.
If
Gaust
someone
wants to
could
move.
heal me, that would be nice, because I'm a bit hurt.
Don't worry, little buddy. I've got you. Cure light wounds.
Thank you.
He said, "Where's my 1d? I'm going to heal you 1d8. Where are we?
Oh,
There you go. Have 4 wounds back.
Oh, thank you.
cool.
All right. Master of Mist, Lord of Spiders, do you want to move? 'Cause,
Ooh. Yeah.
you
Yes,
probably don't
yes.
want to stand in front of the red thing.
No.
Just thinking. And what happened last time when I tested how the trap worked with my face?
Yes, you did. Okay, so
Yes,
Gaust
did.
backs away to the door, and probably the least metal person standing near the door. Yeah, not that kind of metal. I think Gaust's pretty metal. Right, his fix. So you had already deactivated one trap,
Yep.
which was this one here. I assume you're going to try the next one.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try if my ping is
Yep,
pinging.
that one. Yep.
Kind of that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're not going to lean over one to do the next one.
I don't know. If I roll 100, then that's probably what I'm trying to do.
So as you've disarmed one of these traps before, I'm going to give you
Yes.
a 10% bonus, but you're rolling low, so we minus 10.
That's a minus 10. My brain hurts already.
Hey, success.
Oh, roll 20 loves me. I must have killed someone. Actually, if I roll 20 gives me good rolls. If there has to be a sacrifice beforehand.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Obviously, in-game viewers, in-game, not out of game.
Don't tell them about our
Not supposed to wink when
pre-game.
you say that, Aldoon.
Yeah.
In-game.
Don't tell
It's
them
all
about
a
our
game,
pre-game
Roger.
ceremonies. Generally, we
Only
have more people
platinum
on the
level
Zoom to begin with.
patrons get to know.
Get to
I think it
come
would be
to the sacrifice.
intrusive to mention our pre-game sacrifice.
Oh, don't. Okay, right. So his fix. You, no. Ben, you are trouble.
You've met him, right?
Oh, you are trouble.
Oh, you.
Okay. Right.
That's why we had to put him on a different island.
Okay, so you've now done that one and that one. Okay.
All right. So, are people do you want to do their jumping thing, or shall I do the other one as well?
Leave the other one. Don't do it.
I can hear like rustling of leaves. Anyone else hear that?
I'm in the same corridor as you. I'm
Do you
right
have a
here.
light source in this corridor, by the way?
Very echoey.
You have the light on
I'm
the
still
shatang?
carrying on the shatang.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still the glowing shatang.
Okay.
Can I
So
jump
the-
over the ones on this side?
So, yeah, it's a strength minus the number of pressure pads that you want to jump over. Roll. So what's your strength?
16.
So minus 3, so 13 or less on a d20. So just roll 1 d20.
Just roll 1d20.
Oh!
Always a good
I
start.
can hear a cocky elf getting immolated. Can anyone
so-
else hear that?
So I think you land on the last pressure pad.
See, this is karma for being glad that there's a
reckon?
rust monster.
I think he lands in the middle.
No. He lands on the last. If you'd rolled a 20, maybe.
Fallen on the first one and then rolled
Well,
along all the others.
because then you could have just stepped off. If you roll a 20, you land in the middle.
So, yeah, I'm straight in the middle. Okay.
Okay, so if you
All right,
move
immolate
your
away.
move your token
And get zapped.
and
Yep.
you take 1d4 plus 1 points of damage. 2 points of damage. Not much. The red crystal. So you guys, this is actually beyond your light, the light of your shatang, isn't it? 60-foot radius. The light spell, or is it?
Yeah, sounds right.
What about
Oh, look at
infravision? How long is that?
Well, if you're in light, you can't use infravision beyond the light. So you're kind of like in your light bubble. Or if you're in darkness, you can use your infravision.
So the shatang intrudes onto the infravision.
Yes, it does. Okay.
There we go.
Sorry, viewers. People are going to make me laugh all night with that. Okay, right. So, you guys, your light thing kind of just reaches the edge of the pressure pads at the end of the corridor, and then suddenly there's a flash of light and and you think Stonehunter probably got hit by a magic missile.
Oh,
These
you're
ones
right.
work too.
Oh, thank you for testing. Now remember, you can't see in the dark like normal elves.
I'm going to go and open that door.
Okay.
So, are we jumping this one, or are you disarming
Oh,
Well, while you guys decide, let's do
What would you like me to do,
Stonehunter goes
Commander
and
Merrin?
opens the door.
it? I'm
releases
happy
the
to jump, but
undead.
I'm not sure if the others are as capable.
Oh,
Well, it's
hang
just the
on.
one, and Geron
I
can
don't
throw me, I suppose, again.
Okay, so Stonehunter, you got to open the door.
Yep.
Okay.
Do these traps reset? Do we know? Or once you've set one off,
Yeah,
is that
once
it?
you step on a pressure pad, as you step off it, you hear go.
Okay.
Okay, so you open the door, and you are strangely met by a very floral and wonderful scent. However, the visage beyond is a mound of dead bodies in this room, slumped around these big, vast urns, which have huge flowering plants coming out of them. And in the ceiling, there is like a thin copper piping that has a very thin sort of drippy mist coming out of it to keep the plants going, it seems. And as you kind of look into the room, you hear a shuffling and a
I know all I wanted to do was open the door and then cheese it. I'm going back over those traps. I'm going to let the traps take care of this.
Okay. So you're not going to look in the room to see what's there?
Yeah, all right. I'll look in the room to see what's there. It'll be fun.
Oh,
Well, it's
you
up
know
to
you
it's
want
up to you. You can just
Hot fun.
cheese it if you want to.
No, I'll look because not a lot of point in cheesing it if it's something pathetic.
It's a
Okay.
cat.
And I'm not a first level wizard, so cat doesn't really pose a threat to me.
What are you trying to say?
What
This
is
is
that?
AD&D, mate. Cats are lethal to first level wizards.
Yep.
That is a carrion crawler.
Oh! The other door. Decisions.
So-
it's not going to get through the door.
So Ben, we need to make a surprise roll
Okay.
to see if the carrion crawler detected you opening the door. Now you'll get +2 because you're suspicious, and I will get -2 because I'm feasting on dead bodies.
Nom nom nom.
By the way, you just got a re-roll, Stonehunter.
Oh, splendid. Thank you, whoever did that. Oh, only a 6. You're in with a chance.
No, it doesn't notice you.
Wow.
It's like feasting. Its little beaky mouth under these 8 big tentacles. They're like wrapping around bodies and pulling them in for like nibbles.
Okay, I will bang on the door before running away then.
Okay, right. So you want to draw its attention.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I have a
Right.
plan. It's a cunning plan.
Okay,
Mm.
right. Yeah, I can see what you're thinking. Okay. So one thing you notice when you look at this thing, it is huge. Well, it's large. It's a big creature, and you're not sure if it can actually fit out of the door that you're standing in front of.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Okay, right. So you bang on the door.
Yep.
And it looks up at you. You can't tell. It's got these large, black, emotionless eyes in the front of its huge carapace body, with all these legs, horrible, crawly legs. You know that bit in the Peter Jackson King Kong movie where all those bugs come out of the thing, and it really freaks me out. It's a bit. It feels a bit like that, but just luckily for you, just one thing, not a whole swarm of them. You bang on the door, and I assume you're going to move away.
Yes,
Okay, you're going to jump back over the thing.
that was the plan.
Okay, let's have you jump back over the. Oh.
Hey, there we go. Made it that time.
Hey, cool.
Good.
Okay,
Practice.
so you jump back over the thing. Right, while that was going on. Oh, but sorry, I should say also as well, Ben, that room is lit. So there is like these little
I know there's like colours and
there's
discos.
like crystals, like
Carrion
Lit,
Crawler.
man.
This room is lit.
there are glowing crystals in the ceiling, which give a kind of pinky, bluey, slightly psychedelic vibe to the room. So it is a bit like that.
Whoa. Sorry,
Well, if you
wrong
go
man.
hunting rabbits, you know what you're going to find.
Right. So
Yes.
Stonehunter, if you move back
Rabbits.
across the
Yes, sorry.
pressure pads, that's okay. Right. The rest of you sort of aware. You can hear this noise now from beyond that.
I think it's
From beyond that
jumping
chamber.
time from Erin.
Right. I'm going to get out of everyone's way.
Okay. So I assume you're going to
Sure.
try and jump across the
Ah.
one unactivated.
Yeah, that's my
okay.
plan.
Okay, Marin. So your strength 17. So that's one pressure pad. So you need a 16 or less to succeed.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I do not have the hit points for this.
Here we go.
Bump.
Take 3 points of damage as a magic missile flies out, skimming round his fix, and then tracing in on you and hitting you.
Oh, that hurts.
But you are now
Wait,
free
sorry,
to move
I-
off.
Sorry to take that one, but
All right, I'm just going to kind of run right down the corridor.
Okay, cool. Geron is fixed Goust. What are you guys up to?
I'm going to try and jump the one pad.
You're going to try and jump the pad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
No, you're on the wrong side.
Okay.
oh god, yeah.
No,
probably.
you can't. You can only land on it. You bounce on it twice. No, no, that would just be harsh. So you go to jump, and before you even jump, you just
Oh,
fall flat on
no.
your face. Your face hitting the pressure pad, and you take 2 points of magic missile damage as a hits you.
Back of the head.
Ow.
All right, so we've all proved that it still works.
He's fixed, little buddy.
Testing.
Gauss, do you want to move
Yeah.
your?
You
I'll
turn
hold
it
my
off.
little arms up. I can't turn it off. Well, the elf told me not to take out the big jewel thing, so we got to jump it. Or I could turn off the pad if you want. Or
Can
you
I move
could
over
throw
the
me.
pad?
Yeah, you can move, Gauss. You can now move beyond. You've taken some damage, but you're beyond.
Yeah, Geron seeing multiple people land on this now believes it's bad luck and has asked my dear friend his fix to turn it off.
All right, I will have a go.
So you're going to
There's a
go and do
certain
remove
chance.
traps on that.
I'm going to
Pressure
go
pad.
do remove traps on that pressure pad.
Okay.
Do I get
Interesting.
minus 10 again?
Yes, you do.
Yay!
Hey, cool. So
Boom.
you deactivate.
All right, I got it, my bovine chum.
Right, little buddy, let's go.
I think we're all right now.
Okay.
And smiling smugly at all the others who kind of walked across it, We just stroll across, not getting zapped by magic.
Okay, so you guys stroll across. Go on. As you stroll across and your light comes with you, you look up and you are suddenly aware at the doorway over here there is a large face, a kind of insectoid creature with giant tentacles sticking out through the doorway.
I'm planning on shooting it as soon as I see it.
Sure. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do initiative. But this creature, a Carrion Crawler, Merrin, you've battled one of these before. You know that, fun,
Thanks, kids.
it has paralyzing
Paralytic
tentacles,
venom.
Okay.
which
Not
is
quite
always
sure what that means, but
which
okay.
is always fun. It means
Avoid the
that
tentacles.
if it hits you, you get paralyzed.
Okie dokie.
But no, you get a saving throw versus paralyzation. But if you fail, you're paralyzed for 2 to 12 turns.
Woof.
What do we save against?
You have a save versus
I just saw it
paralyzation.
from the sheet. Yeah.
Mm.
Top saving throw.
Yeah, paralyzation, poison, and death magic. It should be that saving throw. But don't worry, it's not attacking any of you in hand-to-hand combat right now because it doesn't seem to be able to get out of the doorway, or it doesn't seem to come out of the doorway. Yeah, maybe, you're not sure.
I'm about to Steve Irwin the crap out of it though.
Okay.
I'm still not sure what that
I
means.
keep pressing the wrong.
You're going to stand on it and die. Is that what that means?
Oh.
Right. So what we need to
Wow.
do,
Too soon?
before we offend
Was
anyone,
that too soon?
is we need to. Oh, let me roll initiative for this creature. He's got natural weapons and he's large, so it's at +6. 13. There you go. Oh, I'll remove the rust monster because you're not fighting the rust monster. Viewers can probably see something else, and if any of our players are being sneaky and looking at Twitch, please don't right now. Okay.
No.
Right. So is everyone done initiative?
No.
Nope.
Oh, no.
What is everyone intending to do in the first round of combat?
Shooting.
Okay.
Hitting with a rock.
Okay.
Not
I'm just gonna
entirely
speak
sure.
up.
Garen's just gonna Garen, like Gauss, is actually just gonna wait to see what happens.
Okay. So just roll a d10 then for your initiative, and I'll update your score for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So his fix is on 12. Yeah. Cool. Gauss, you're on 7. Okay. Garon's on a 1.
Whoa.
Wowzer, you ain't waiting for nothing.
That's it. I'm sorry,
Merrin,
but
what are
Garen
you
phase now
doing?
has to happen.
Merrin, what's your objective? Longsword?
Yes.
Okay, so you're on 12, is that?
Yeah, mine's already updated.
Everyone got their initiative? Good.
Yeah, mine's
Right.
updated
Here
automatically.
we go.
Yep.
Okay, so first in the combat is
Garon
Garon, the
phase.
Garon phase.
Yes.
Charge
Obviously, I've walked
across
forward.
and attack?
No, I've walked
He
forward. and
can't,
obviously-
can he? Because he hasn't declared he's using a weapon.
No, I know. He's
No,
waiting. Yeah.
no, I'm waiting. So I'm not doing anything at the moment. I'm just
Okay.
lighting everything up with my shatang.
Okay, cool. Goust.
Okay. So Merrin, I suggest that when you attack this creature, that you go for the gaps in between its carapace. Yes, because then I think you're going to do more damage to it than hitting it on its satchel armor. So if you go through in the middle of it, I've read many a book about this, by the way. Yeah, you should do more damage. Yes, and as you stick your sword in, wiggle it around a bit.
Is that a technical term?
I'll bear that in mind.
Master Wizard.
Okay, cool. Stone Hunter.
Stay back behind the trap. Let the trap do its work for us, and then I
Okay.
will loose an arrow into the beastie's face.
Okay. Since you are attacking its head, yeah, you can only attack its head right now where it is. Okay, let's have your attack roll then with your longbow.
Swoosh. D. What the hell is that?
Oh dear.
I'm going to
I'd
use
say-
my reroll
Okay. I was going to say
because
that's
that's
a critical
pathetic.
fail.
I'm not starting with a critical fail.
Oh, yoink.
For crying out loud. That's a bit more like.
Oh,
Oof,
critical
other way
hit.
round.
It's a critical hit.
Wow. Look at that. That's a reroll and a half.
One extreme to the other.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Merrin or Mersin
wait,
or
it's
Merkin,
large. Oh, it
you've got a
doesn't matter
reroll
here.
as well.
Oh, smashing. Thank
It
you.
is
whoever that
large.
was.
Damage?
Please include +8.
Oh, nice.
17 points of damage.
Is this going to be like another ogre thing all over again?
Okay.
Oh, it's really
I don't know. I
scary.
have no
it's
idea how good
dead.
these things are. Oh,
where,
wow.
yeah.
where, companions? A carrion crawler approacheth.
Oh no.
Your arrow flies into its mouth as all its tentacles are going. It flies into the middle, and it's this horrible noise that just like sends everyone's hair on the back of their neck kind of on end, like kind of noise. It comes out of its beaky area, and a gout of blood and pus, and one of its tentacles kind of sloughs off, and it's just like in severe pain.
Well, it's a prime opportunity to kill still.
I was about to say, here comes the kill steal.
He's got a second shot as well, so yeah, got to do it this round.
At the end of the yeah. Merrin.
He leaps
Uh,
across the pads.
I did what before all of this, so this is all kind of simultaneous, I'm guessing. So I'm just going to do what I was planning on doing.
Which is
Kapla.
okay. So roll to jump across the thing. So your strength is 17, so you need a 14 or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got a GM reroll though.
Want to use it now?
Yeah, let's use it now.
Good use.
Oh, it's even better.
Oh,
Never mind.
That just meant I could show off in front of everyone.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So you
The reroll
jump,
too.
you leap heroically. As Stone Hunter's like, stay back,
Keep
I've got this
billowing.
covered. You're like, fuck you.
The monster must die.
Okay,
That's right.
and you
You've actually gotta
spring
hit it.
forward. Okay, so you got to hit him. So you swing your sword at its head. That's a miss.
Okay, I will use my reroll.
Here we go.
Oh, son of a-
That is a miss.
oh.
However, it's
Okay.
okay, Merrin, because he probably can't shoot him now because you're standing in the way.
Yes, you are actually now filling the door. So, unfortunately, there is no angle for attack. If you sling at the
Well,
moment,
I'd offer to shoot between his legs, but I'll end up shooting him up the arse with an arrow, won't I?
or worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's
so-
no option for
Oh, yeah.
a ranged.
So his
Well,
fix,
attack.
unfortunately,
One-
where you're standing, you're now denied the option.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no, blocked. Oh well, I
unless you
will.
bounce it off the ceiling.
Oh, trick
How
shot.
come? How come when I did something that blocked everybody off, I get loads of grief, but Merrin, no, he's everybody's friend. Yeah.
He'll get grief
Oh.
if the carrion crawler doesn't paralyze him in a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he'll get grief if it
Um,
does as well.
yeah.
I'm going to push the gem that's next to me,
Okay,
just for fun.
just for fun.
Yeah. See what it does. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty.
I upgraded the
Push it again.
bridge.
You
Oh, awesome.
did.
So the bridge appears.
Oh well, that still works. That's
Yep.
good to know. I'm going to push it again.
Okay.
Right. Sorry, what was happening?
So
I
it
might
is
have a
now.
snack as well.
It is now my turn. And the carrion crawler gets 8 attacks.
Oof.
Oh my god, really? Wow.
However, you did with your critical strike, Stone Hunter. You removed one of its paralyzing tentacles. So it's only going to make 7 tentacle attacks
Holy hell.
Only 7.
on Merrin.
Does it get them all at once, or is it like us?
They will be. Oh, that's a good point, actually. We'll have to take them all at the end.
Well, it gets one now, but then
Gets one now, and then it'll get another one pretty much immediately afterwards.
well, I get another attack too.
Hmm.
You have
How
to
did we
roll
do
a
it last time? Didn't we do 1-2 last time?
Well, it depends. I can.
No, we did 2-1.
Yeah,
we do
yeah,
2-1?
that's true.
We
You
did
actually
do 2-1 because he wanted to use 2 attacks on the
and you
ogre.
said no.
It made sense to use 2 at the first attack and 1 on the second attack,
Okay, cool.
if I remember rightly.
That's cool. I don't mind,
mean-
as long as we establish which order it is at the beginning of a session.
Watch
Yeah,
the
and
video
then we
back
do it
and
like that
It's
for
all,
the rest
I
of
think
the-
it's always been 2-1.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
that's cool.
2-1 makes more sense,
Okay, so
even though it's going to cost me a kill.
it's going to hit you. Well, it's going to try to hit you. Sorry. Here we go. Let's have a Thaco roll of. Yep. It failed.
Right,
So,
is there any chance that I can shoot it still before it gets the rest of it goes?
I'm not trying to be a get, but
no, unfortunately
don't
not.
the animal attack all at once? Whereas a fighter's attack, it's literally another swing. But because
Yeah.
it's got those, all the attacks go at once. I'm sure. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. And I'm not picking on Merrin, honestly.
I have no idea.
Neither
I
do I.
I think it represents the amount of ability attacks it's got, rather than like a fighter or the
With
swing.
training
or
up
the-
in-
It does kind of make sense what you're saying.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, because it
Because
wouldn't
it's
go.
got loads of tentacles, it's not going to go.
Oh,
Do-
someone's saying that
do-
multiple attacks are done at the same time.
Yeah, someone said in the chat.
By monsters. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Right,
Okay.
fuck him up then, Pete.
Here comes 6 more.
Sorry, Merrin.
Oh my word!
I might not hit you though. So,
Nope.
I mean, you got to get -1. It's likely to happen, is it?
Yeah, but it is with that number of attacks.
Hey!
Sorry, Merrin, I said it.
I wish Pete had mentioned this before. I didn't realise quite how dangerous these things are. That's
You
my lack
declared
of
your
player
action.
knowledge, not
well,
my
it's a big.
character.
Well, don't worry, because once
I
you're
warned you.
paralyzed, it'll
totally
nibble
warned
on you, doing 1 to 2 points of damage per turn. So
No,
they're
it's
not.
fine. I just
They're not that deadly.
Merrin knows
Well, he-
more than I do.
That's
Stands
fine. I
in
mean,
the
you've heard
doorway,
about carrion
the rest of
crawlers.
us
You may
can't
not
get
have
past.
actually fought them in hand-to-hand combat. Okay, so you need to make a. Let's have a look. Save versus paralyzation. Hey, you passed. Right, and I get one more attack on you.
Gonna say.
Does it do
Oh.
damage as well as the paralyzing
Right, oh,
thing?
was that 5?
Yeah, if it's that
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You've
Hang
got
on.
2 more.
Let me just finish these off, and then I need to pop inside quickly, and we can take a break
break.
because it's nearly at the hour anyway. That one's a
Oh,
miss.
get
and
worse.
That one's a miss. And then it's going to retreat into the far corner of the room.
Oh,
Oh,
made it run away.
Well, it's knackered. You've nearly killed it in one go. Okay, right. So I need
does
to.
it do damage when it hits me? By the way,
No. They just paralyze, and then once you're paralyzed,
okay. Then
They
it nibbles.
eat
they nibble on you. That's what they do. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a little nature break, refresh our drinks, and I'm going to go and help my wife get the boy to sleep. So it'll be
Marvellous.
5-10 minutes, and then we'll be back. Please don't go anywhere. It won't take long, and we will be back very soon for part 2 of Dragons on an Ashen Breeze, episode 6. See you soon. Hello, we are back from our impromptu break. Apologies for that, but we have now refreshed our beverages. Hopefully you have as well, and maybe some extra snacks. As I got the combat slightly wrong. Now, the Carrion Crawler leaving close combat with Merrin would have led to an attack of opportunity.
Unless it's
So-
served with pickles.
Indeed. Unless it moves 1/3 of its movement.
Maybe
No,
does
because it's
that.
attacked. It can't. It can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to the map screen, and the Carrion Crawler is still in close combat with Merrin. So we get to the end of the round, and additional attacks then occur for players or monsters with fighter levels, I assume. So, Stone Hunter and Merrin. Stone Hunter, you're first. You do have another arrow, but you can only shoot Merrin in the back at this kind of stage. But I'm
I am
giving you the
kind of
option
tempted,
because
to be honest, but I'm
Yes,
not going
well-
to.
okay,
He might move. You never know.
yeah.
Maybe I'll go and kill that rust monster instead.
Yeah, you can
Fine,
do that.
fuck it. You're going to kill steal me. I'm going to go and kill steal you.
Are you going to go fight the rust monster?
No,
Be my
not yet.
guest.
I might in a minute.
Okay.
I've deactivated all the traps on the right-hand side.
He saw where you were. Okay, right, Merrin. So it's now your attack.
I can't move or anything either, can I? Because I've already fired.
No,
in
you
this
can't
round.
No,
move.
not at the
Your
end.
all your movement has to happen on your initiative count.
Yep, no worries then. There's nothing I can do.
That is a hit. Armor class of
Good
2
night, sweet
ores.
prince.
Oh,
And it's dead.
Oh.
and it explodes. No, it is dead, and this large creature shudders as you run your sword through its head, between its eyes, finding a crack in the chitinous plates across the outside of its body, and it shudders, and a gout of horrible, kind of thick, viscous, bloody, pussy
Goo.
spludges all over your arm, which gives you you're not paralyzed, but it gives you like a little tingly feeling up the arm, like ugh.
Oh,
Um,
I'm gonna slip
watch
some
it,
of that
Jim.
down
Watch
your
it. Watch it, Jim. Yeah. It just scoops it up into a little pouch. Right. Okay. And yes, it slumps to the floor, dead. This large creature now, sort of sitting there, slumped, kind of in the way of the doorway. You guys will need to kind of shift its body out of the way to get into the room, but that will just be a matter of time rather than.
Just want to nudge the elf and go, look, that's how you do it. It's right, isn't it? Shiny boy, you done good.
He's just the elf's face is stoic. As
I'm just going to
is-
start trying to move the thing.
Okay, right. You start pushing out of the way. You guys can all see Merrin shoving at this large body.
We might watch for a while.
Yeah, it seems to, it's slick with blood and this kind of foul
Ooh, that don't look
liquid.
nice.
So you kind of eventually get it shoved out of the way, so you can see inside the room.
And Merrin's quite strong as well.
Yes, and he is very strong actually. 17 strength is very strong in AD&D Second Edition. Don't sniff at it. So
Not 1800 though, is it?
it's not. Yeah, I love the percentile strength thing. Fighters get a special strength. Okay, so Merrin, you look into the room, and as I said, this whole area, sort of the I'll tell you what. Let me draw a little shape. I didn't want to cover the whole thing in dead bodies because I thought that might be slightly macabre. But generally, this area here is like a mound of bodies. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep. So
That's not a good guy thing.
No, where does the wizard get? No, don't want to know.
There is a mound of bodies, and they vary from draconians and goblins, some humans, and there seems to be the leg of something bigger. But it seems that this Carrion Crawler has got a large selection of bodies to chew from.
An amuse-bouche, you might say.
Indeed.
More of a buffet.
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. Yeah. And as you kind of step into the room, you are aware that as the creature has been eating these bodies and excreting in the kind of corner of the room, you can see a few shiny things poking out of the dung at the far corner of the room.
As in here.
You're not. Yeah, that far corner. Yeah.
Okay, I will go over that way and try and get them out with my sword.
Okay, as you approach it, as you go round the plants,
Let the ropers take it from here.
their lovely scent is not as effective in this corner. It's a steaming pile of shit, like the Triceratops poo in Jurassic Park, but in the corner of the room. It's kind of there, and there are some things poking out of it. There's a couple of coins. There's a couple of other bits and bobs, and at one point you can see what looks like a satchel with a very shiny, almost as if a stomach acid has cleaned the dirt off of the buckle, the very shiny buckle
That can't
on
have
this
been comfortable
satchel.
to pass.
Well, he's a very big creature, so you have no idea. But it looks like it just kind of devours these bodies, and then whatever it can't use just comes out the other end in a big pile in the corner. So the treasure pile for this monster is a big pile of shit.
Yeah,
Anybody bring a shovel?
I'll try and flick anything that looks shiny.
So while this is going on, Merrin, so if you can move your token into the corner of the room just to illustrate where you are, you guys see Merrin push the body out of the way, and then make his way, sort of walk into the room. What are the rest of you doing as you're all there? Merrin, you're in the dark in there, aren't you?
I don't want to leave.
Yeah, I've got.
I can't leave him in there on his own.
Right.
There we go. Sproing.
Okay, you jump across. Looks like the butcher's room in Diablo. Half the elf, twice the kills. I like that. That's good. Oh, you just killed that, didn't you? That was a 3+1 hit dice creature.
A 3+1.
Yeah, you killed
get additional.
1.
You get a plus of like additional hit points, so you take the 3 and you do average hit points, and then add an extra 1 on top.
Right.
Okay, so Stone Hunter jumps across.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I might hold up my arms to Gerard. You would throw me.
Okay, I shall throw his eggs.
Okay, let's have a strength roll.
Hold on, little buddy. Here we go.
Hey, excellent. Right, so you throw him across.
Of course, you want to roll low. There was me thinking you just slam dunked him into the traps. For
Boom!
I'm just going to take a light run up and just make it. No.
What's your dexterity?
No, it's strength -3.
Strength -3.
Oh yeah, strength is 16, isn't it? -3. So you land on the far pressure pad.
Kaboom.
Yeah, I can only jump 2. 3's too much.
Yeah. So you move your guy, and you take 4 points of damage. As a magic missile comes flying out of that crystal.
That's fine. I can handle that.
Goust.
We're going to turn around and watch the wizard now.
Garon, could you stand in front of that crystal?
That's not very nice.
Did you take?
Why don't I just smash it? Why do we keep getting struck by these things?
Yes, smash it. That should do the trick.
Okay, I'm going to be.
Garon, what's happened to your hit point bar?
I was in the middle of updating my hit points. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Bear with me. Right, there we go.
Because you should have 24 out of 28.
I should have 24. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Compared to Goust's 8.
Yeah. Can I just kind of like smash it with my hilt of my sword or something?
You can go over and have a look to see if you can smash it.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
a
gonna
sign
stand-
underneath which has like a little stick man drawing of a crystal with a blast coming out of it and a
Love
figure going
that.
like this, and it's saying danger of death.
Sure, smacking
Maybe-
it can't
Maybe
possibly
try
go
and
badly.
lever it out. rather
These
than-
ones don't seem recessed. Oh, R1D3, thank you for following us. Welcome to the chat. So you're going to try and smash or lever out this magic
I feel
missile
like
producing crystal.
levering the crystal
I think
out.
you should try and lever it out. I think.
I-
'Cause if
What are you
smash
using
it, it
to
might
lever it out?
explode.
I'm going to use one of my shatang.
Okay, you take out one of your shatangs, your non-illuminated shatangs.
My...
I'm
Here,
gonna-
Six, hold
at
on to
this
this
point,
one.
I'm
I get
going to
another
move
one.
just slightly round the corner, peek round the corner like that.
Yeah.
As it
Sensible,
goes.
frankly.
Okay, let's. Have
I'm also standing off to the side.
Okay, sure.
I've got a
Uh,
chisel and a crowbar. If you want to borrow one of them.
So, let's have a bend bars lift gates roll.
Wait, and how do I do that?
So look at your strength entry, and what's your
Yeah.
bend bars lift gates percentage?
10.
10%. Okay, so you need to roll 1d100 and get 10 or less.
Uh,
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
Yeah.
oh, I mean, that wasn't bad.
Okay,
but,
so you jam the shatang in. Has anyone given you a reroll yet?
oh, I wouldn't use a
Oh,
reroll for that. I mean,
no,
the,
no,
not
cha-
on that.
No?
the chances of me getting a
So
10
you jam
on that.
your shatang in, and as you do, a magic missile goes loops around and hits you.
That's not very nice.
Oh dear.
4 more points of damage.
Oh, you're getting chewed.
Might open that door that's there, Pete.
Hang on, wait. Let's just see how much. You're going to open the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so Geron, while that's going on, we'll leave you for a moment and Goust in that corridor. Stone Hunter, you open that door.
Oh,
And,
Oh, good golly.
and what we need to do is I need you to make a surprise roll.
Oh dear. What is it this
It's a
time?
D10,
Two
isn't it?
rust monsters.
Oh, no, hang on. Are you moving yet? Or are you just
No, I
opening the
was
door?
just going to open the door,
Okay, you just open
We've
take
it.
a
learnt. We've learnt our lesson now.
but I do
Oh,
want to
sorry.
see what I can see.
One thing, it's when you go to open the door, there's a little sign on the door.
Oh, what does that say?
It says, beware the sweeper.
Gelatinous Cube!
They got a Roomba.
Yeah. Or a series of scythe traps. Ooh, what could it be?
It'll be a gelatinous
Gelatinous
cube.
cube.
They like these things in places like this. They keep the floor tidy.
Oh,
It does look like through the corridor. There's very little detritus across that stretch all the way down. I mean, you're using improvision at the moment,
Yeah.
aren't you? Yeah. So it's all shades of heat. It's all very cool. You can't really tell if there's
I'm
writing
going to go and pick
or
up an arm
patterns.
From the
or a
pile.
hand or something from the pile and just chuck it down that tunnel.
Okay, so you go and pick up a soggy arm.
A limb of some kind, yeah.
Okay, and you throw it.
Is there a throw stuff, catch stuff roll that I have to make?
It hits an invisible surface in front of you, and you see like and hear this jello kind of
oh dear.
around the arm, and the arm like hits it and then slowly gets sucked into the what looks, you can't, because you're using improvision, it's very hard for you to kind of make anything out. You're very lucky because if you had just walked into that corridor, you would have just walked, yeah, you would have just face planted like
Straight in.
off a screen door kind of thing, but then stuck. So you are now aware that there is a gelatinous cube in the corridor ahead of you.
Can I try
Close
and
the
jump
door.
over the pressure pads?
Yes,
Oh,
you can.
God.
Yes, you can.
1 second. So Garon's going to be like, Ghost, wait a minute. He's going to go into the room and he's going to try and pick one of the larger dead bodies. And he's going to run out and he's going to hold the dead body in front of the magic missile thingy.
Like right up in front of it.
Yeah, like right.
like
And he's
it.
going to
Okay.
brace himself. And he's
Okay,
like,
I like it.
right,
I
go,
like it.
Ghost, jump now.
Oh my god. You rolled a 20.
How dances his way
Again?
across.
Gauss
Okay,
is the agile.
So Gauss, you land. I will move you for this one.
Oh dear Lord. Oh.
So you land there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ghost walks down the middle of the corridor like he's on an
However-
episode of Soul Train.
However, Geron has like smothered this crystal with a dead body from the Carrion Crawler chamber, and because of that, you hear. We're up to 28 viewers now. We just need our viewers to go and get two more people in to get us up to 30 viewers in for the first time in a long time. But anyway, cool. So
I'm going to try and jump over the last one.
okay. So your strength is what? Just remind me.
9.
9. So -1 is 8. So you're rolling an 8 or less to jump over that last.
What are you doing, Ghost? Jump already.
That body is disintegrated now. That body. by the way.
Okay.
So you don't have. If you want to get another one, you can do
Yeah,
that.
I would
Oh,
definitely
no,
run in
you
and
rolled.
grab another
He
one.
rolled an 8.
Yeah, he's fine.
Look at
To be
that.
fair, though, I would have waited until it
Yeah,
held
he's
a
got
body.
another body, but you
Yeah.
rolled an 8, and you just like you're like leap, and your feet you're like whoa, and then you're like right yourself with your quarterstaff, and you are now across the Showerdale's like Garon's holding up an arm and a leg. It's like, you are now across the thing, and we will then enter into.
Oh, well done, Master Wizard.
We'll enter into
Oh, thank
combat.
you very much.
rounds,
As,
because
as
you
we all
are-
sort of walk in, as we all sort of walk into that room, Garon, forgetting himself, kind of throws the body behind him, and then it hits the pads. And
Well, this is the Gauss jumping across is the last action before we enter combat
okay.
rounds. Sorry, just to be clear there, just to be clear with my riotous players. So Geron, you're actually
Riotous.
on 1, so you can stroll into the room, and I mean you're not aware there's a gelatinous cube.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
In the
I'm
other
going to stroll into the room and kind of throw this dead body. I just have to discard it, and as I do, I go,
So,
"Oh no!"
I tell you what, I'll move Gauss across the pads then. Otherwise,
Yeah.
he'll get,
Yeah.
otherwise
As soon as
he'll
he
get
finished
shot.
sort of his jump and start moving into the room.
Okay,
So the
cool.
idea is that Garon's sort of the last person walking into the room
Brilliant. Okay. Okay.
and throws the thing over it, and then watches a flame ball come out and hit a dead body on the pads.
Yes. Right. Are you going into the room then, Garon?
Yeah.
After
yeah,
you
I'm
do
just
that,
gonna,
if you want to
yeah.
move. So you then see the mound of dead bodies, the pile of dung in the corner that Sir Merrin is fishing around in for some reason, and Stone Hunter like at the doorway. Although he's very stoic, so he's looking like. Huh. That's right, isn't it, Ben?
seriously.
Okay, so
Stoic.
next
Mm.
we have Goust and Stone Hunter. Stone Hunter, I assume you're doing some sort of bow and arrow. Sharadel
No, don't
said
be silly. This is a
Ben's sinking again.
sorry.
Getting comfy.
New sofa, not used to it.
Oh, okay.
Right, no, I'm not going to waste bows and arrows on this thing.
Yeah, because you won't get them back.
Wizard,
Mm.
Yes.
we need fire.
Hold on, just 1 second while I move round.
So Stone Hunter, you can move. You guys are going simultaneously. So Stone Hunter, you can step aside if you want to. Actually, Gauss can move through you anyway, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, I'll step back.
I will cast Burning Hands. It's a bit dangerous, I know, but we'll try it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I assume you've got 1 square of movement left, so you can like get out of the.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in hand-to-hand combat now, so. Okay,
Well-
Burning Hands. Do we have the spell details, Mr.
Ooh, I'm not
Goust?
gonna-
Do you want me to find it quickly?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go. Wizard 9th level? No, that's a bit
I
beyond.
think it's like 2d4 or
Here we
something
go.
like
Burning
that.
Hands. When the wizard casts the spell, jet of searing flame shoots from his fingertips. His hands must be held so as to send forth a fan of sheeting flame. I like the way we're all doing that at the same time. The wizard's thumbs must touch each other and fingers must be spread. The burning hands send out flame jets of 5-foot length in a horizontal arc of about 120 degrees in front of the wizard. Any creature, so it's kind of the 3 squares immediately in front of you, one in front and the one either side of it. Any
We
creature
have to
in
be
the
in
area.
hand-to-hand combat with it, yeah.
Yes, because it's just the
Yeah.
next square. Any creature in the area of the flames suffers 1d3 hit points of damage plus 2 points per level of experience of the spellcaster to a maximum of 1d3 plus 20. Those successfully save versus spell receive half damage.
Wow, that has been seriously upgraded in more recent editions, hasn't it?
It has.
Yes.
It has. However, fire is one of the things that it doesn't like. So, you do 1d3 plus 6 points of damage to it.
Okay.
Because you're 3rd level.
Oh, we've got a D3.
Just tell it it's a D3.
Yeah, just slash roll.
Slash
D3.
roll 1d3.
Or just
Plus
roll a
6.
d6 and divide it by.
No, we have the technology.
Yeah, we have the technology. You can roll any
If you can
die.
roll a D687,
so 2
roll
plus-
a D687.
plus 6, that's 8 points of damage. 8 points of fire damage. So Gal steps forward and I don't know what he says this time.
Feel the mighty flames of my fingers.
Probably not the first time Gaston said that.
That is so disturbing.
And
Oh,
then
so
I will
disturbing.
finger blast the.
Okay, right. So
Oh, no.
as I said at the beginning, which some of you
Yeah.
may not have seen, a show for mature audience with immature players. Okay, excellent. So you like flames pour out, and you see what had originally just seemed like a murky doorway, because this thing is 10 feet across each side. So literally your doorway opens and it just looks like kind of a murky corridor. When you go, you see the flames lap up the front of it and tear across the gelatinous surface, scalding and scorching it. You
I
are,
will
however,
attempt to move away.
okay, it's going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Yes.
Pseudopod time.
So, and viewers can now see its hit points, armor class, and Thaco. Now, the good thing about a
Oh,
giant,
only as a
slow-moving
viewer.
cube is it's not very hard to hit. Right, so let's have a roll. So we're going to roll to hit the wizard. What's your armor class?
10.
Oh!
Oh! It's a hit.
Wizard Goust.
Right, so how many hit points you got?
8.
Okay.
Get on.
Someone get ready to someone get ready
Pull
to
him out.
now.
Grab him.
There's
Mocks
there's one rule that I haven't stated before, which may be useful right now. 30 viewers. Boom, Beowulf Reborn. Thank you very much. Normally
accounts.
Normally in bot accounts, yeah. Thank you, Beowulf, for setting up those email addresses. Normally it says in AD&D if you hit 0 hit points, you're dead. Yeah. However, I think that's a little bit harsh. So what I do, and what I always did in my days of playing AD&D 2nd edition, is 0 hit points is unconscious. Negative Constitution score is dead. Okay. What's your Constitution score?
12.
Oh, okay. So you have to go to minus 12 hit points to die.
Oh.
I do 50 points of damage. No, no, 7 damage to you. Oh! Okay, so you move away, but you are now on 1 hit point.
Bang.
Welcome to the Acid in the Face Club. We're an exclusive group.
So as you're standing there and you're like, the kind of the front surface of it flexes out, hitting you, and you move away, covered in a strange slime. And as you get to that position, please make a save versus paralyzation.
Oh no.
Oh, cack.
You know when you've been jellied.
Oh, Whiskey Ghost. Done something funky in the chat. Party 1000. Boom. Yeah. Oh, look, there you go. McNeil's 5. We do NegCon before death in our 2nd edition games too. Yeah, it just feels like a slight buffer.
Do I have to get more or less then?
Well, that's a fail.
Ooh.
Hang on. Yeah, you rolled a 3. So basically, your saving throws, the lower the score, the better. You're trying to roll over it. Another wonderful nuance of AD&D 2nd edition. Where are we? Okay, so you are paralyzed for
14 weeks.
14 rounds.
Oh.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to say 14 out loud. Don't know what happened there.
Okay. Okay, and it's the digestive fluid of this creature. You know, it's just a cube of digestive fluid that does that hurt to you. Okay. Right. So next, Stone Hunter. You'd moved out of the way. You see.
I've moved out of the way. I see him get hurt. Can I light a torch? Have we got anything I can set on fire?
I got a lamp.
No, it needs to be on fire.
It's got oil.
Oh, I see. Yes, oil.
Burning oil is actually pretty good, and there's actually rules for it.
I don't think I've got a lot. I've just got a
Somewhere.
little lamp, a little gnome-sized lamp,
Yeah, but you got lamp oil in it, haven't you?
presumably.
If we can push this thing back,
I would think.
I
So.
might have forgotten to buy some, because I can cast light. So
Yeah, but you can't always cast light.
No.
So it's always handy to have. And also,
Light in
you know
dark
that fire
places.
is very useful against certain creatures.
well,
Just-
mostly I try and avoid the creatures.
That's true.
can I pull some bits of cloth and stuff and wrap them around a bone?
That would take an action, so you can prepare.
That's fine. I'll do that.
A
and
flaming thing.
yeah, that's what I
now.
want to do. I want to make like a burning torch
Okay.
to actually push it back with. I wasn't planning on throwing it or using it as a weapon. I want to try and force it
Make an
back.
intelligence roll
Okay.
equal to or less than your intelligence.
Good
Or
luck with that, eh?
or do you have what
How
huntery,
are you?
survivally type things do you have?
Huntery, survivally things, move silently, hide in shadows, climb walls, hunting, navigation, running, survival, blind fighting, rope use, and tracking.
Make a survival roll.
No.
No.
Okay, cool. So you start wrapping a thing up. That's your action for this turn. So Marin, you are, as you are fishing through the dung, as this is all going on. Sorry, let me get to my notes.
Sorry, Pete, am I using out of character knowledge too much there?
No, not at all. No,
Okay.
I was actually going to give you some more information if you made your roll.
Oh, okay.
You're doing a very natural thing.
Yeah.
It's a strange creature. Set something on fire. Push it back.
Yeah,
That's-
things that look like that shouldn't like fire
It's a
generally.
very natural thing to do. Okay, so Merrin, you find as you're fishing through this thing and you kind of stick your sword in, you pull out a fairly well-sized satchel, and it kind of it has a clink to it as you pick it up, like glass bottles and metal. this round you can either have a look in it and see what's going on, or turn your attention to everything else in the room, which you're very aware of because it's like
I
suddenly
was going to
erupted.
say, yeah, there's been a lot of people doing a lot of stuff while I've
Yeah. So while you're
stood
digging
there.
around, there's suddenly all this stuff going on, and you're like, huh? But you're literally, as the round begins, you've got like this satchel with a load of stuff in it on the end
So-
of your sword.
Would I be aware of anything about gelatinous cubes? I mean, or would I just assume that womping it with a sword
make
is
an
a good plan?
intelligence -5 roll.
Oh, probably not. Yes, very much so.
Okay.
That's a 3. My
They-
intelligence -5 is 7.
Okay.
Wow.
So they are void of mind.
What does that
They
mean?
have no intelligence. They have no fear.
Okay, so again, back to my original question. There's anything wrong with whopping them with a big sword?
No, you can hit them with a big sword, and it will hurt them. The problem is if you get within range of hitting them, they will try and engulf you.
Okay. Well, again, big monster, Knight of Solamnia kind of seems.
Yeah. No,
thing.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm actually going to drop the satchel. Can I draw a weapon and attack it, or
Drawing
What
a
does that
weapon would be your action, so you can
You've
drop the
already got a
satchel.
weapon in hand.
I do? All right, I will. In which
You want the
case, just-
two-handed sword out, don't you, for the large monster?
Yeah.
Well, that can be your round. You can just like drop your satchel. This thing can't fit through the door, by the way. It's huge.
Made of
It's really
jelly,
big.
though.
Okay. Can
It's
I?
made of jelly.
Maybe it can squeeze.
Okay, so. All right, I'll just go into combat with it. Why not?
Okay.
It's what he'd do. I know it's not
Yeah.
the best idea, but it's what Merrin would do.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm just asking you what you want to do. I'm just giving you all the situation.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, because the satchel will still be would have been dangling off the sword.
Yeah,
'cause
so you
that's what I
literally
was
just
using
like
for
fish it
throw it,
off,
slide it to
and
the
then,
ground.
yeah, and then run over. Hisfix, you're very aware of the satchel that Mr. Merritt just put on the floor.
Yes, there were some clanking noises.
Oh, armor
I
class of
used
-2. That is a
at
hit.
point.
Uh,
Ooh.
I actually forgot to ask you how many gold pieces you found last week, Hisfix, but we'll sort that out in a minute
Oh,
because it'll be your round in a second.
okay, good.
7 points of
460
damage.
Not a particularly good roll.
Okay, so as you swing your sword in front of you, you can't really see the limits of this creature. You're aware it's there because there's a very slight kind of misty opaqueness to the air in front of you, and
A
as
floating
you
hand.
and a few a floating
And
hand
an arm.
and
Yeah, but there's
a
probably
few
light in
birds.
here now, isn't there? With Geron with the
There
light,
is, but these
fang,
things
and fire.
are nearly
Oh,
transparent.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you can only detect them, and this is why they surprise you. This is the surprise of gelatinous cubes in dungeons. They fill a corridor, so you can't see them. You can see through them, and you walk along, and you go. But luckily, it's on the
Fair
other
enough.
side of a door. So you can see this arm, and you know it's there, and they've told you it's there. But as you swing, you're slightly like, where is this thing? And your sword then goes through like. And comes out the other side.
Like a great
at the
sword
bottom.
through jelly.
Like a great sword through jelly.
We've all done it.
And
Come on.
yeah, blows from weapons have normal effects, so it takes 7 points of damage. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. So you've hurt it, and you can see that it's as you do this, this slice through it starts to like stitch up a little bit, but where it is, you can see that this thing is starting to kind of quiver ever so slightly internally, like its internal structure is starting to sort of cave a bit. Right, Hisfix. How many gold
Ooh,
pieces did
squid-
you find last episode?
7.
No, but gold pieces value. Didn't you find a gem as well?
Oh, and also a gem worth between 100 and 500.
Okay, so you get 207 experience points on top for your thief.
Ooh. Okay, hang on.
Sorry.
Does he get the one of the gem that I found? Because I think I
No,
handed
no.
it to
He
his fix.
basically what he purloins,
Okay.
he gets experience for as a
Name for the church.
Oh yeah,
Thank
sorry.
you.
Sorry, yes.
I am a thief priest after all.
I love
Blessed be Shannara
that.
and her redistribution of wealth.
Indeed, into your pockets. Okay,
Now,
right. So it's
someone mentioned a satchel.
yeah. You sort of as you kind of step into the room, you see Merrin sort of flick a satchel off the end of his sword and then move into combat.
A poo-covered satchel.
A
I
poo
will
covered satchel.
go and investigate
Okay.
/ claim
You
/ put
open
the
up
biggest
this.
sack.
You open up this satchel, and inside you see 3 bottles,
Ooh.
2 of which have a slightly warm red liquid in.
Ooh,
The
tasty.
third of which has
Is gin.
is gin. Well, it's not gin.
Oh.
It is in a ruggedized bottle that
Okay.
has kind of lead bands around the glass bottle that look like are there to design to not let it break if it falls. And there is a worn and weathered label on it, which
What does
looks
it
like
say?
it had some sort of explosive symbol on it. You're not sure. And there are also 5 small stones inside the bag.
Interesting stones.
2 of which are grey and dull. However, 3 of them have kind of iridescent glowing light to the pale colours of them. One is pale blue, one is lavender and green, and the last is a vibrant purple.
Okay.
Ever.
We're going
It's the
classic
second
D&D
best
here.
magic
We're
item.
going
in
classic
classic
D&D. Sorry, I had to. Anyway,
Oh,
so
yeah. Yeah,
you
yeah.
find this all
Definitely.
in the pouch. There's clearly 2 healing potions. So you guys are getting pretty good at identifying these things now.
Spotted them, yes.
This slightly warm, it's that kind of drink that shouldn't be warm, but it is warm, but it heals
Slightly
you.
disturbingly warm.
It's
Okay.
it's like Benylin warmed up and watered down. It's like horrible, sickly sweet, hot,
Oh, that's
and you're like,
horrible.
"Ah." But it's curative, so they are potions of healing. The
All right.
third bottle, you're not sure what that is.
But
You may
it
need
probably goes boom.
something about it. Looks like it goes boom.
Okay.
And
then I
then
have
these 3. Yeah, there's
glowy
2.
magic rocks.
Now, do you have anything as a rogue? Don't you have something around as a thief?
Appraisal or something.
Yeah.
Don't
you have a,
I could, but I don't.
There's use scrolls, read languages. No, I think that's it. That's okay, cool. No, I think you need to be a bard, actually. A bard can, go, hey, cool, I found a helm of horniness.
You need the lore. Yes.
Glove of the intruder. Anyway, so so Aldoon, you find all of this stuff in this bag, and it's almost like Ark of the Covenant moment. You open this bag, and it's like, wow, there's loads of loot, loads of cool loot,
and a bag to keep it in.
and a bag.
I'll just put that over my shoulder, and on we go.
Okay, right. So, oh dear, sorry.
Scorch marks. Been wading through a sewer.
There's a draconian in the chat.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
Wow, but we do want to become famous.
But I do
thought
want
we were
30
famous.
viewers.
Piss off, Ghost.
We were up at 31 for a moment there. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. So, that's going on. His fix, you are there. That's cool. Right. Next, it is Gelatinous Cube. Yay! Has anyone given me a GM reroll?
You used it.
No, but does anybody else want to give me a GM reroll? Merrin's in hand-to-hand combat with the Gelatinous Cube. Come on, give me a GM reroll.
Don't
Come
give him a
on,
GM
McNeil's
reroll.
5. You're out there. Come on, Gen 2K, if you're out there. Anyway,
You only
sorry.
get one.
Okay,
You
right.
had your
It
one.
managed to paralyse my mouth as well.
Right.
I actually kind of hope not. I kind of like the idea.
Oh,
of Ghost.
Hey! Egil just gave me a reroll.
Oh,
Oh.
one day
Okay.
you'll use a GM reroll on someone that isn't me.
No.
No.
I detect a small amount of saltiness there.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I need it. Let's see if I need it. Because this guy
you
could
might
hit you.
not.
So, let me get the monster stats.
How many attacks do these ones have?
Oh, this guy has 1 attack.
Oh,
So he hit an armor class of 1 or worse.
Oh.
That's not good enough to hit you, is it?
no.
I'm
Not
going to
on
re-roll
Merrin.
that then. Oh! So close. Gen 2K's like, I could. You know you want to. Okay, so the gelatinous cube like goes. You see it kind of flex and like the exterior of it extend towards you, trying to grapple you, but it fails. Geron.
So, no, I get my second attack.
Oh
First round of combat.
no, you did that on the Carrion Crawler, didn't you?
I did.
Oh,
on the
new
first
combat,
round of
new combat.
and then
Sorry, yeah, new
Mhm.
combat, new
Yeah.
combat. Okay, go for it. I should save my rerolls to make you reroll.
you don't probably need to.
Doesn't
That's a
need
hit.
to. Oh, because
It's
it's large
a-
and slow.
it's
It's a
very slow.
corridor-sized blob.
Yeah, it's a corridor-sized blob. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Okay,
ka-chunk. Who wants jelly?
No one. No
so
one wants
No?
you
that jelly.
Huh?
swing, and the blade cuts through the creature, like destabilizing its interior structure, and you see it kind of shudder and shake, and the arm like hits the floor and it sloughs down and liquid pours out, and this gelatinous cube, almost as if it's held together by this kind of delicate surface tension of this cubic shape, which is dispersed. Suddenly this fluid pours out into the room around you, Stone Hunter, Goust, not quite to Geron or his fix, but it kind of pours out and dissipates,
Oh dear.
and it is dead.
Yay.
I shall throw down the bone in disgust.
Every
I'm gonna
time.
turn back. I'm gonna turn back to the pile of poo. Get out my little shovel.
Yeah, I was
start
going to
Did-
wander back to where I dropped the satchel.
Considering Geron
His
walked
fix
in
is
the
now
room-
wearing the satchel.
What satchel?
I was gonna say, considering I walked into the room and was not involved in the combat, and did I
Yep.
see my gnome friend pick up?
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
satchel and
yeah.
start
You're
rifling
standing
for it?
there, like watching, unless
Yeah.
I'm not being
Unless-
subtle about it.
Right.
unless his fix had made like a hide and shadows roll, which he didn't. You see everything that goes on. There's no
Right,
kind
so
of perception rolls.
I'm
in
gonna
AD&D second
run
edition.
up to him and go, "He's sick, buddy. I need one of those healing potions. Goust is going to die. Give me a healing potion."
Okay, here you go.
And I go run over to Goust and I'm like, "Goust, drink this!" And I just yank his head back and pour like liquid down his throat.
Okay, he doesn't
given
seem to
you the
move
orange
of his
one.
own accord, and he's like literally paralyzed. So as you kind of pick him up, his whole body leans back.
Goust, what you doing? This is insane.
Off the ground.
Why are you doing this? Just
and you
drink the
pour
potion.
the healing potion down his throat.
Do his eyes close as you lean him backwards?
Yeah.
Make that noise.
As you lean him back, he bear hugs you.
He goes, "Mrrr."
intrusion.
Okay, and you heal him, and it's 2d4. What was it? What was healing potion? 2d4 plus 2.
I think that was it because
Yeah,
that's how Stone Hunter got quite a few.
I can have a look right now if you want.
I was going to give a potion to Gal.
Well, of course, because he's seriously hurt. 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
There we go.
He is also paralyzed for the next, whatever it was, 16 days. So
You can just hang around for 5 minutes while he shakes it off.
Or we
Yeah,
can
I've
just
got
push
poo.
him around.
I was gonna say,
You just Geron could just carry him
I
over
was just going to
his
sling him
shoulder.
up on
and he's
top.
like,
I could stick him in the
Replicating.
dung pile. We could do that.
You could
Okay,
hold him up in
so,
front of the next crystal.
Goust, roll 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
See if it gets you up to full hit points.
Oh,
For 6 points. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not rude. It's factual.
Also rude.
Okay, so are you guys going to wait around for Gauss to come out
Yeah,
of
I'm
his
going to have a look
paralysis?
at those plants while he's.
Because
I'm
he's not
walking up-
moving, I'm going to try and heal him with my hands, thinking that might do some more. So I'm like, "Come on, Ghost, come back to me!
So you're
Don't go into the light!"
So you're doing Cure Light Wounds, or you're doing your
Yeah,
healing
yeah.
skill?
I'm going to do Cure Light Wounds because
Okay.
I feel his paralyzation might be of a magical nature, and maybe magical healing might help him.
Okay, fair play.
Do you settle down? Stupid
No.
beast.
Nobody's giving me a reroll either, because I would actually reroll that.
Does anyone want to give Garon a reroll for that healing roll? I mean, to be fair, you could only utilize up to a 3 on that, couldn't you?
Hmm.
Oh no, 4. Sorry. Anyway, okay. So Gauss, you get 1 hit point back.
While that's all going on, I will walk up to his fix and hold out my hand and gesture at the bag.
Yes, it's a bag. What?
I believe that belongs to the party. I'd quite like to have a look.
Oh, okay. Have a look.
And as you look, as you're kind of there as well, you there is an amount of kind of gold. Garon just got a reroll.
Yay! I'm going to use that.
Steel.
There is
Steel,
steel.
not
There
gold.
is some steel, silver, and copper. So his fix. If you would like to
Hello.
roll
Oh, hello.
3d20, 26 steel. If you would like to roll 8d20,
8d20.
yes,
Gosh. Okay.
there's 63
Oh.
silver. And if you
Sorry
would
about
like
the
to
ones.
roll, oh, hang on. Stonehunter's
Sorry,
doing
that was
something.
me looking at the plants.
It's okay.
I thought
Yeah, no,
they
that's
would
cool.
ask for all the modifiers and stuff.
I'll deal with you in a moment.
No, I meant to have it hanging on the thing because I thought it would ask me for all the modifier and clicky extra buttons. I didn't
bet it
realise it would
And
just.
it just
No,
Yeah,
it
went
doesn't.
for it.
Just goes for it. And if you can roll 40d20,
See, I want to do that actually physically. That would be so much more fun.
That would be really satisfying.
that many copper
would, wouldn't
pieces.
it?
Yeah, as you're
Oh,
kind
okay.
of pouring through this huge dung pile, like
I've got a
every
little
other
shovel.
clod of crap has got a copper piece in it, and then occasionally you find some silver and some gold, steel, sorry, and it's kind of all in there. Kind of, if you want to dig through it all.
I will. Well,
Bear in
Gauss
mind
is
that's only
just hanging about.
4.7 steel pieces.
Right, it's all worth it. It's all for
Yeah.
the church.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Merrin, you look
Shinari
at the
blesses every coin.
Merrin, you look at the satchel, and inside there is still what is clearly a healing potion. Everyone's kind of
Mhm.
familiar with those now. There is another bottle, the ruggedized lead. It's got
One
looks
you
like it's
said
got like a
had
roll
label
cage
it
on the
indicated
glass.
it
I'd
might
be
explosive.
careful with that one. It looks like it might go boom.
It looks like you
No.
would probably need either someone with magical skill. Oh, there's a cat.
Look at
Someone
that
with magical.
pathetic beast.
Oh.
And the cat.
Oh,
Stupid hairy baby.
Just
That's
let
not very
me-
nice thing to say about Roger.
I've been called worse.
You would need either someone with herbalism skill or magical skill
Ooh,
to identify
really?
what this other
All right.
bottle might be.
While he's rummaging
And
through,
then-
I will just be pulling things out.
And then in there
Yeah.
are 5 stones. Did you hear the description of them earlier? on, or
Yeah.
didn't
So
you?
they're kind of glowy, but to be
3
honest,
of
I'm
them
assuming Merrin
have
would
like a
no idea what that
faint-
is.
No, you have no idea what that is.
However, that is the sort of thing he'd showed Goust when Goust kind of.
Okay,
Is
I
it
assume you're all going to wait
frozen?
for Gauss to wake up. So Ben, while that's going on, Stone Hunter is examining the plants.
Yes.
These are exotic plants from Taladas,
Ooh.
which, for everybody else, is a different continent on Kryn. So you guys are on Ansalon. This is Taladas, which is actually a largely Minotaur sort of cultured continent. So Geron, you kind of as he's exploring it, you kind of look at this now and you kind of like, hang on, there's something about not all Minotaurs know everything about every Minotaur culture though, but you are aware of Taladas and the fact that there are these kind of strange tropical and interesting plants.
Do they have
Using
anything,
my-
any useful properties or
I was
anything that
literally
I'm
about to say,
aware
using
of?
my herbalism skill, would they
Ah.
have any properties that would be useful to me in my
Well,
healing?
Stone Hunter, you think that they could make a few useful things. So some of them have very thick leaves, almost like cactus thickness. Kind of the and the
Several mils thick.
yeah, and when you break them, the oil and the juice that you get from them, you think you could coat your arrowheads with them, which would improve the penetration of your missile weapons. Geron, as you look at the very far plant, and although there's lots of dung and dead bodies in the room and foul-smelling things, this has an aroma to you that you think would give you curative and restorative properties. So you could harvest some of this plant with a successful herbalism roll to help you with your healing.
Let's try do that, shall we?
Aloe.
Yeah, basically. Hey, wow, that's a good roll as well.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to try and harvest as much of the bits and pieces as well, because I've also used up most of my cure light wounds. So I feel like I'm going to need probably some more curative measures. So yeah,
Okay.
so I'm just going to set about, because Gauss is frozen. Clearly my healing has not worked.
Well,
on him.
while you're all doing all of this,
I was going to
Gauss,
say, while Gauss was frozen, can I pull out like the bottles and the gems to see if anyone recognizes them while Gauss is still frozen?
well, Gauss is paralyzed, but he is still aware.
All right.
So
I'll make
Gauss,
sure
you
he's-
see.
Tease him.
So Gauss, you see Merrin extract 5 Ioun stones from the satchel,
Oh, so
2 of which look dead or dormant, as in tapped and used. However, 3 of them, a pale blue one, a lavender and green one, and a vibrant purple one, look alive. And Ioun stones are cool little magical
the
items that you
best
need to
thing.
kind of attune to, and then they kind of hover around you, and they give you special benefits. Now, Gauss, as a wizard, you are taught to always keep an eye out for the vibrant purple Ioun stone. This, you know, can store spells.
Mm.
Appropriate eyeball maneuver there. That's good. That's good eyes, Jim. That's good eyes.
Glory to you and your house.
Garon level eyeballs. Okay, so while you're paralyzed, you're like going, and your eyes are going. Merrin, there's a strange feeling from Gauss as you kind of get all this stuff out of the bag.
You've never seen paralysis do that to a man before.
CGG Mark, thank you for following us.
Does anyone recognise the bottle?
Would I with my herbalism?
Everybody make intelligence -10 rolls.
Can I make a roll as well, even though I can't say anything?
I can't.
Gauss, you can just make an intelligence roll.
Yeah, I would have shown it in front of Gauss.
You can't make an intelligence. Well, you can roll a 1, and that will
My
pass.
intelligence is 9.
Yeah, but if you roll a 1, that will pass.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Gauss, you're aware of what this is, and I'll tell you in a moment.
shoot my
Geron,
shot.
you think it's another
Look
healing
at that.
potion. Oh my God!
That's the
Everyone's
bottle, that
failing
is.
that left, right, and
I
centre.
recognise that. That's a
Oh, his
bottle.
fix. You rolled a 1.
No, I think I did that wrong.
You did make it
No.
-10. It was like
No.
it was almost impossible
You
to
made
pass.
a
Yeah,
die roll.
He rolled an
-10.
11. Yeah.
You rolled an 11. Okay, so you guys don't know. Did you re-roll those hit points?
I did. Yeah, I did 5.
Okay, so
Oh, wow.
Gauss, you're actually up to full.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, once I've shown everyone everything, I'll just kind of put it back in the bag and hand it back to his fix as soon as he's done rummaging through poo.
Thanks. I'm going to put the coins in the bag
Okay.
because
you've
we've
got a load of
got
coins.
a bag now.
So
That's useful.
Ghost, you come too. You recognise this. You've been told about this. This is a dangerous item, but useful, but dangerous.
Does it go kaboom?
It is an oil of impact. And what that does. Now,
That's
now
impact.
everybody else, take your headphones off. Okay, Jim.
Yes.
So, the oil of impact has beneficial effects on blunt weapons and missiles, both magical and non-magical. When applied to a blunt weapon, such as a club, hammer, or mace, it bestows a +3 bonus to attack rolls and a +6 bonus to damage. The effect lasts 1d4 plus 8 rounds per application. That's a blunt melee weapon.
Yeah.
When applied to a blunt missile, such as a hurled hammer, hurled club, sling stone, or bullet, it bestows a +3 bonus to attack rolls and a +3 bonus to damage. The effect lasts until the missile is used once. One application will treat 4 to 5 sling stones or 2 larger weapons for ranged combat. This vial has 4 doses in it, so you can dose 4 blunt melee weapons, or I love the way it says 4 to 5 sling stones. It's like just pick a number. So 20 sling stones or 8 large thrown weapons.
Okay.
But they have to be blunt. It's not
Okay.
sharp. This is about, it's basically the blunt. When you coat a blunt weapon with it, when it hits, it will have an explosive charge.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, cool. So Gauss comes around from his paralysis.
I've seen some in my state of paralysis. I was still able to use my mind and my eyes, and I've seen a few things that I think are very useful. Those stones. Could I have a look at the purple one, please?
Oh, all right then. I rummage around the bag. Well, that's fun.
Yes. Would you mind if I use it?
No, I don't. Could you? Do you know what the others are? What is it?
What does it do?
I thought it
I'll
was
show
just
you.
shiny. Okay. All right.
So let me get to the right page. Okay.
Each of
Okay.
the different colours obviously does a different thing.
So you take this vibrant purple stone, you hold it in your hand for a moment,
Yeah.
and when you release it, it flies up into the air and circles around you. And Jim,
Yes.
roll 2d6.
2d6.
Now, does anyone want to give him a reroll?
Oh.
Is it important?
Does he need one?
He probably wants one for rolling that.
He rolled
badly.
3. Does anyone
Am
want to
I
give
allowed
Gauss...
to use any of my points to give him a
No, you're
reroll?
not. Does any viewer want to give Gauss a reroll for this? Because
I have so many points.
this is this might be a
Important.
useful one. Well, I tell you what. Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Boom.
Beowulf gave you a reroll.
Beowulf to the
Thank you,
rescue.
Beowulf. Beowulf.
He's gonna roll a 2.
Oof.
Nice.
Thank you, Beowulf.
Crikey.
So, this prism, this it's a prism shaped. So as you look at it, when you sort of saw them all in a cluster, they all
So not a
looked kind of-
rhombus or an ellipse or anything
It's not
like
a
that.
rhombus or an ellipsoid. No, it's a prism. And as you
Yeah,
throw it into the air, light kind of refracts through it and then stops. But that happens as you kind of pass it up, and you feel now that this has a magical reservoir of 9 levels of spells.
Whoa.
Wow.
Nice.
Meteor
we-
swarm, Jim. Meteor swarm.
No. And we're going to have to randomly generate what spells are within your
That's
Um,
pretty cool.
That
Yeah.
is very cool.
Yeah.
What do the other two do?
Yes, I want to have a go.
Yeah, I want one.
Well,
That's shiny.
That is groats well spent. So there are 4 other stones, yeah? So 2 are dull grey and do not shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
These others have a weird glow to them, like it's a crap 80s special effect in a movie. You know, that kind of glow. They look a bit like that. Like the glow isn't quite in the world that you're in. It's in a parallel world. So it's not lighting anything up, but they have this iridescence to them. There's a pale blue one, and then there's a lavender and green one.
Master Wizard,
Yes.
what do the other two do?
I'm just having a look now.
You're not sure.
Perhaps
By
you
the
should,
way-
hand, perhaps you should
What?
hand them to Gauss to have a look at.
Yeah, but by the way, do any of you use blunt weapons?
I have a holy mace with which I dispense divine justice.
Then
Does
that's
that
liquid that I think Merrin held earlier on. Yes,
yes.
that liquid. Yes, if you coat it on your mace, it'll
Yeah.
hit harder and
Oh.
it'll be more accurate.
Oh, that would be nice.
And it
I like-
looks like you've got between, I would have thought, between 2 and 6 charges there.
Somewhere between 2 and
What if I
6.
coat it on my guns? Look at them. I can smash something with these.
Impact oil on your
Also
fists.
work on headbutts?
No, my
Hey,
horns are
hey, Miss-
sharp. Have you seen these bad boys? Look
Oh.
at them.
I've been holding on to them, so yes.
I'm not sure what these stones actually are. Whether you want to try
make an
one.
intelligence roll, Gauss.
Okay. One for each.
Pale blue first.
Now I really want to buy a reroll.
Okay, so you pass that one. This
Yeah.
is a rhomboid pale blue stone
Okay.
that you believe is a enhances the vigor and the physical prowess of the owner.
Oh, that sounds a very me one.
Um, this one would be good for Garon or
We literally have the symbol of vigor, a mighty, mighty bull. It's mine.
Still out arm
Fight
wrestle
for
you.
it.
Let me just have a look at the other one. I'll have a look at the other one.
Have a look at the other one.
Cool.
Oh wow! So this one,
Oh,
this
stunning.
is a lavender and green ellipsoid,
Ooh.
and it's kind of similarly magically oriented like the vibrant purple. But this one, rather than storing spells to be dispersed, it absorbs spells.
Okay.
Roll 10d4.
10d4.
Alright.
I'll roll them in 2 lots of
Sure.
5s.
22. Okay, good to know.
Wow.
This one here, I believe that Merrin, this would be best for you. And this one here, the blue one, would be best for Garon.
So how does it work? What do I do?
Just try, imagine yourself and the stone being one. Now, I know that's quite hard, but
I will
you
think of the stone like it's my sword when he says that.
Okay, so you're going to
Yes,
hold it in your
indeed.
hand.
Yeah, because I mean that's
Okay.
the being one thing. I'm assuming
Sure.
is kind of part of the.
And then when you release it, it goes into the air above you. Whilst you have this stone
Kind of-
orbiting you, Merrin, you can absorb 22 levels of spells.
Wow,
You've essentially just gained immunity to magic.
that's an interesting figure. Physical vigor thing.
It wasn't the
No,
physical
that's
vigor
not the
one he
physical
gave
vigor
you.
one.
Oh, I thought I
He
got
gave you
given
the other one.
vigor
Oh.
Okay, Garon, are you going to do the same?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, so you hold it and you release it into the air. And when you do, you gain 1 strength.
That would have made me 18.
Yeah.
Well, now you're both 17.
Yeah.
So while you have that orbiting you, you are +1 strength. Now, what I should say is people can
Catch 'em.
attack the Iron Stones.
Mm.
And you should write this down. They are an
Okay.
armor class of -4 because they're very small and they're whizzing around. And they can have 10 hit points. And they save as if they were hard metal. Now that'll be important if acid gets thrown or something or other.
Done.
Cool.
Do we have to have it orbiting the whole time, or can we
Yes.
like pocket it?
No, you can't
Okay.
pocket it. It has to be circling you. And it's
No, what I mean
1d3
is,
feet
can
from your
if
head.
we were just walking through town, can we like take it down?
Oh,
You can take it down,
but then you lose
but then
the
you lose the
benefit.
ability.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I was
Yeah,
getting.
yeah, sure. Yeah, you can catch it, put it in your pocket, then you don't have the ability.
But if you wear them around town, you look cool as nuts.
Yeah. Iron stones are the best.
They are. They really are. There is only one item from AD&D that is better than Iron Stones, and it's actually a cursed item.
Vorpal sword.
Deck
Nah.
of many things.
Nah.
Deck of many things. Yeah.
Deck of many things.
That's just
yeah.
if you decided to nuke your own campaign, drop a deck of many things.
Well, a number of times, as a novice, I would dump in a deck of many
Oh,
things because
God.
I go, "Oh, these are cool,"
Yeah.
and then the game's over like
Yeah, and
5
someone
minutes
pulls
later.
out a card with 4 wishes on it, and you're like, oh.
And then the guy next to him gets banished to oblivion for all time.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Okay, so do you guys want to carry on going for a bit longer, or do we want to take? Yeah.
Ooh, next
Yeah, I'm
room looks fun.
Okay, cool. Right. So, in which case, I just need a very short break, and
too.
we
Yeah,
will
yes.
come back in 2 minutes. Don't go get a deck of many game enders. Yes, Beowulf Reborn. Okay, don't go anywhere, viewers. We've just had a bit of a loot drop, which means one thing. So we shall see you very soon for part 3 of Dragons on an Ashen Breeze, episode 6, AD&D 2nd edition Dragonlance. Bye-bye. Hello, we are back from our second break. Sorry about this. We tend to run a little bit later with our Dragonlance. And I can see everyone's having a good chat about Groats in there. And Gaust may need a couple of rerolls, because what we need to do is we need to determine the spells that are stored within his Iron Stone. Now, once you cast spells out of it, I believe you can cast spells into it to store them again.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Unless you empty it. If you empty it completely, it turns into a dull grey.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've always got to make sure there is one level of spell in it.
So what we're going to do is you're going to have a 3rd level spell, 2 2nd level spells, and 2 1st level spells. And we're going to generate those right now. So for your 3rd level spell, let's have a D36 roll.
Wow.
The great thing about Roll20, you can roll anything. So I can literally just get the spell list for wizards.
Very good.
Roll 1d36, 28.
28.
You
can
find down the
reliably
alphabet
say-
for Fireball.
I can reliably say this is a spell I have never used and didn't even know existed until I just looked at it. Sepia Snake Sigil.
Sepia Snake Sigil is legendary. It's a pretty awesome spell.
Okay.
It's an obscure one, but it creates this like magical snake thing that paralyzes people.
Oh,
You
cool.
pretty
basically
cool.
inscribe it on something and they look at it, and this brown snake pops out and paralyzes them.
Okay.
Oh, great. Gauss could be master of something else.
BizLab, thank you for following us.
Master of Snakes.
Okay, let's have a D44 roll.
Snake Lord.
Sepia, what was that one? Sepia.
Sepia Snake Sigil.
Try saying that 20 times in a row.
Sepia Snake Sigil. Sepia Snake Sigil. No, I'm not going to do it
Been here a
anymore.
while.
I'm going to go.
Okay.
Okay, let's have a 1d44. We can roll
1d44.
2d44 if you want. And we just take the 2 values
There's 2
separate.
spells. Yeah.
Come on, let's get a 27 in there. One of my favourite spells.
40 and a 5.
Okay, so 5 is continual light.
Whee.
And 40 is Tasha's uncontrollable hideous laughter.
Oh, classic! Just hideous laughter.
Okay, and then
Still going strong in 5th ed, everyone.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
and they've
Tasha's
kind of
got
stripped
the-
it of all of the horrible connotations that had the original.
Yeah, yeah.
Tasha-
So
It was a
Hideous
spell that was
laughter.
originally written for like a little girl who wrote into a dragon magazine, and then they turned the wizard responsible for it into like an evil seductress, which made it a bit creepy.
okay.
Moving
Great
on.
to know the dark origins of everything. And then a 2d45.
Tasha is getting her own book.
Yep, has got her own book.
Cauldron
It's-
of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I up.
Oh.
Wrong one.
No worries.
All right, then.
18 and
18
3.
So 3 is armor,
Handy.
and 18 is find familiar.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Now,
Time for that cat.
the fun thing about 2nd edition is when you cast
Or
a
a
spell
sand
from a
squid.
scroll or something that's not your own brain, there is a oh no, that's that's cleric spells. Yeah, chance to learn spell from scrolls. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. Okay,
I was just about to ask that.
so you can cast these whenever you
But will I
want.
be able to will I be able to cast them again using
You
my...
can only cast spells of a level that you are proficient in. So you
Yeah.
can't cast a 3rd level spell.
But the second ones, once I've cast them, can
They're
I
gone.
cast them again if I... No.
No.
Okay.
They're
Right.
gone. So it's kind of like a one. Someone has an adventurer wizard has stored some spells in this thing, and you've just found it.
But then
Yeah.
you can
Cool.
reload it with
You
your
can
own.
reload it with your own spells,
Yeah.
as long as you
Empty the
keep one
chamber.
spell level in it, and you don't.
And you can get a familiar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, yes.
Okay, so let's
Not
go back over
convinced,
to the map.
Clearly.
So you guys have revealed a long corridor with some lovely ornate stonework there in that central region. It looks
I
completely
think it might be
innocuous.
a big glowy red
Big
thing.
glowy red crystals in the corridor.
Oh dear. Does it have the little symbol again?
Dylan Burrow, thank you very much for following. Does it have? Oh yes, it has the little danger of death magic missile
Okay.
symbol. Absolutely.
I think
All
me and
right.
Garon have got a bit of a plan to deal with that.
Oh.
Yep.
And you can
Does it
see at the
involve
far
dead
end
bodies?
another corridor.
Oh.
Sorry, another door and another magic missile crystal.
Well, that's probably where that rust thing is. So let's not go over there. I'm going to move down the corridor.
Okay.
Bop, 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 bop.
Okay, here's fix. From there. Hang on.
Can I be stealthy?
Oh, you want to do a high move silently?
I think I should really,
Okay.
because there could be anything in here, frankly.
Let's go for it.
Um,
You can't really hear anything in this corridor.
yeah, still don't like it. My character has disappeared.
That looks like your continual darkness thing going on.
Right, sorry. Move one thing. Move silently.
I should actually give you just a blackout symbol, shouldn't I, for a darkness? Because then no one could actually see what's going on in it. That'd be
Wait,
quite
Pete,
appropriate. Hello.
something's just occurred to me.
Yeah.
Mm,
A little while ago, you said there were draconian bodies in this pile.
mm.
How does that work?
What has been harvesting them? I'm feeding them to the carrion
because-
crawler.
I'm guessing he means they normally explode.
Vases turn into like stone and
Ah.
then crumble into dust.
Oh yeah,
and
good point. Sorry. I
Bosaks
forgot about that, yeah.
explode.
So not draconians, but goblins, hobgoblins,
Goblins and
all those kinds of other
hobgoblin-y,
things. Yeah.
orky,
Yeah. Yeah.
minions of
And
evil.
piles of stone dust that you think may have been previous bars bodies.
Bits of meat shrapnel.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're
there's a
doing
Fraser.
oh,
voice there.
success. Look at that.
I'm going to be fully explaining how these stones work to Merrin and Garon.
Okay, excellent.
in blow by blow. Yes. So what you need to do is now they're in the air, you have to call on my power to power them up, and then And I'll tell them exactly what and yours, it'll absorb spells. So if I was to cast a spell at you, which I'm not going to because it'd waste, but if I was going to cast a spell at you, depending on how powerful the spell is, and believe you me, I can cast powerful spells, then you would be able to absorb some of it. Yes? So
This is
spells
why
are
I
Don't
worth-
forget the other
sneak
two
off.
that you were talking about.
Say again.
Don't forget the grey ones you were talking about.
Yeah, the grey ones. Well, I think it'd be best if we use these as decoys because they can be hit, you see. So I think because my one I can store spells in, which is really useful and gives us more of a sort of diverse attack and defense and all sorts. Yeah, because everybody knows that the wizards carry a lot of knowledge and spells and things like that. Yeah, whereas you guys, you just like swing. So well, not Garon. I mean, he brought me back from the dead. I mean, I was nearly gone. Yes, but
Gauss,
no,
sorry to interrupt. Are you deploying a dead grey one?
yes.
Okay. Are you giving one to anybody else?
I'll give one to Garon. Garon.
Okay.
Garon's going to be like, thank you, Ghost.
Okay.
Just throws it up.
So it goes.
So-
you hold it
so-
for a while. It goes up and it orbits with the other one.
So if you both shout now, I call upon the power of by the power of Gauss. Yes, then that will make them.
Power of Gauss.
By this
By the
point,
power of
Merrin
Gauss.
is just completely glazed over.
Yeah,
He's
and
just completely zoned
So
out.
Garon started gathering bodies onto his shoulder.
The camera pans away from the two of you going like this down the corridor to Hisfix, who's silently crept away, and Stonehunter's like
The
angrily
most
going, Hisfix, you
silent
bastard.
I could ever be.
Yeah, you rolled a 1. Look at that.
I did.
So
I'm going
silent
to
that
start
the
dragging
pressure
a body
pads
down the corridor.
don't hear you.
Um,
And you get to the pressure pads, and you can see that there is a green crystal on the far side. Have you got a light source?
no.
So you're using infravision.
Yep.
Okay, so you can see the shape of this thing, and you can see that there's a plaque under it, but you can't read what's on it because you're using infravision.
All right.
However, coming down
You
the
can see
corridor.
stairs going up.
However, coming down the corridor with a shiny shatang and loads of dead bodies mounted upon his back is Garon.
Okay,
Ditto.
Whoa.
If
Okay, so
everyone's
switch
moving
two of
bodies,
you.
I'll help them.
so
Vision
so you
over.
all start coming in with a load of dead bodies, and as the
we
light
see-
comes into the room,
Hmm.
Hisfix, your sharp eyes, you can see that the plaque underneath that this one here says shortcut.
Ooh, I like a shortcut. Can I hock a dagger at it? Does it look like the pushy stone for the bridge?
It does look like a pushy stone for the bridge.
I'm gonna hock a dagger at it.
Okay, it's armor class 10.
I might hit that. I might not. What must be that one? Any miscellaneous bonuses?
No, it's just really easy to hit because it's armor class 10.
Did I hit? Did I miss?
You
Hit.
Oh my god, I hit something. Fireball.
To your left, Hisfix, literally the whole section of the wall just descends, revealing a short corridor leading
Ooh.
down past both of these rooms to the section below.
Oh, that would be really useful if we were over there.
Garon,
Oh well.
Yes.
throw me at the wall. Here.
Where? Which square?
Oh, I love it.
Is the wall? Is there still a wall
No,
there?
there's not still a wall there.
Oh,
Sorry,
well, that
it's just
kills
bad.
that
It's
plan.
bad. It's bad. I've done my best to make it look.
Right,
You know that
throw me
hole.
over here.
There's a hole. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that would make more
3.
sense.
And I will try and acrobatize my way around a little bit and assist the throw in such a way as to.
Well, because he's not a gnome, right? This is actually harder for you to do.
What if
So-
I helped Garon?
Oh, she's going to take a limb and then.
Or actually,
kind of
if we could do a
free.
shield jump off of Merrin's shield would work as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
if you
if
go
we can't
outside-
throw at the
Still
wall, then
so a shield jump is a strength roll from Stone Hunter with a +1 bonus.
okay.
Get out of the
So
way.
that's a -1.
So what we'll do is, what's your strength?
My strength is 16.
So 17 or less on a d20. Just roll a d20.
All right.
So you're going to
Let's
jump
give it-
to this square here.
I want to head to over here.
Okay.
My original plan until
you
his
can
fix
get to,
opened
like,
the bloody
the,
wall was to be bounced off of that wall and then make the jump off the wall over to there.
Oh, God.
Are you blaming
Why not
me
just
for finding
throw
a
directly?
shortcut?
So you
Well,
can
can you not
land. So
just-
can you see where I'm
Yeah.
pinging?
Where are you pinging?
Fancy elf.
Can you see that?
I can't see a
Oh,
ping.
hang
you
on.
mean
I'm in
here?
the. I'm in
Wrong
the
level?
No, I'm in the gym.
There you go. Now I'm seeing Roger's ping.
Was
No,
it
no.
that? Okay.
Just to the
Yeah,
right of
there
it.
we go. Got your ping. Yeah, there.
This one.
Yeah.
Basically, you'll get thrown next to that. The shortest distance.
Hey, good skills, me. Nicely done. Save me, Twitch. Save me quickly.
Well, otherwise you're gonna end up
Oh,
here.
For the
Oh.
love of all that's holy.
Viewers-
Jet 2K's got to
viewers-
bed, hasn't he?
Viewers, I think this is too much fun for you to give Stone Hunter. a or is that just me being harsh and being
I
an
don't know. It
AD&D
doesn't look like there's one coming.
dungeon
Fair
master?
enough. You know, I'll
Okay.
headbutt the explosives.
It's
so be it.
okay. It's okay. This section is only twice as deadly as the other one.
Oh well, that's fine.
Oh,
No.
oh, okay.
No,
So
it's not.
knowing what we
Oh
know,
God, it's rolling. Here we go. 4 points of damage.
Oh, I
no-
can take.
Oh,
4
and look,
points of
and there you got a
damage.
reroll
And
just
then I got
after.
a reroll, but I've taken
Ah.
the. I'll take
Well,
the damage.
knowing what we
Thank
know,
you.
could I have thrown a dead body up in front of it?
Too
No.
late. You were throwing Stone Hunter,
Oh, was I?
No, Merrin was pushing.
Oh,
Stone
Merrin was
Hunter
pushing.
off the shield.
but it's
No,
all.
it's too
No,
late.
that's
it's
fine.
all-
I'll
it's all
take
too
the
late.
damage. I'll take the hit. It's
Yeah.
okay.
You can jump yourself to the next square. You're only jumping over one. You
Yeah,
need to.
I'll save that reroll.
You'll still need to make a jump, a dexterity, a strength roll to jump that last. Because you rolled a 20. That's critical fail.
Right.
You were.
Oh, you want me to make another one?
Yeah. Because you failed. You're there. Yeah. To jump
Okay.
one
Oh, I see.
square, you need
Yeah,
to
I make
go.
it that last bit then.
Your strength 16 minus 1 is 15 or less. Oh, you've
So
done
I
that,
made
yeah.
it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so there are there's light in the corridor now, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. With the
So-
tang.
And I shall hit
This-
that other one.
This corridor here, this crystal here, on the left as we're looking at it, says
Mhm.
shortcut. The one on the right says ignore.
Deactivate.
It just says ignore.
Right, well, I'll hit that one and see what happens.
Okay. You press that button, and 400 magic missiles. No. And you hear all of the pressure pads in this zone, not the other ones.
Click, 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 click.
Do you know what? I think 4 hit points worth of damage is worth it because it means that none of the others will take it.
Absolutely.
And I can take a little bit more of a hit than most of them.
You can. Okay.
So Geron being brave
Okay, well, hang on.
slash foolish.
Hang on. 1 second.
Ooh.
Stone Hunter, I assume you're going to turn around to look up the
Yes, I shall look up the stairs
staircase.
and see what's watting. Oh, good. More pressure plates.
Oh.
Well, we are
Come on.
playing AD&D second
We
edition.
are, it's true.
Okay, so you can see up at the top of the stairs. You can't quite see the pressure pads, but you can see more red crystals, and you're thinking there's probably more pressure pads up there.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
you
I'll,
can
I'll
see
move up
two-
there then.
You can see 2 large metal doors. These stone and metal doors. These massive
Ooh.
10-foot wide doors. Well, what's everyone else doing? You hear all the cascade of clicks.
Geron's definitely running around the
Yeah,
corner.
I'm walking
He
going
just
around the corner.
I'm gonna wait for other people
Yeah.
to stand on the pressure plates.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
see that happen,
proceed
and then
calmly
you guys
forwards.
can- Yep.
All right. I'm
I'm going to
just
treat it
go-
like a minefield. I'm going to follow exactly the route that Geron took.
Okay.
I'm going to hit this green button as well
Which green
once we're
button?
past.
He's
the-
reactivating.
Oh, okay. So you
the-
reactivated the.
Yep.
Okay, so you hear.
And I might close the shortcut as well while I'm here. Bong. Just because the elf said to leave things as they
Okay,
were.
so the thing goes.
Ooh, I might do it again a few times.
Yeah.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, this is
And then it
fun.
goes.
All right. Oh, I've done it too many times. Oh dear.
Okay, so there are a series of pressure pads in front of you, 2 red crystals,
Oh, hello.
and 2 doorways, one either side of you.
Does it say anything under these crystals?
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Are these doors?
They are doors.
Oh, are they?
They are
Oh,
doors. One
did
either
not
side of you.
appreciate
You
that.
can access without going across the pressure pads.
Sounds dodgy.
And it's probably a bad idea, but we're going to do it, aren't we? Because
Yeah.
it's us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go and open this door.
Okay.
Check for well. never mind.
You open the door, and the door opens, and on the far wall there are 5 large
That's
glowing.
a puzzle challenge.
Are we in the crystal maze?
We're in the
No, don't
crystal
worry,
maze.
Don't worry.
Did a
don't worry.
bald man just appear behind us?
Yeah, Ben appeared, or I appeared.
Good evening. I think you'll find that I do a
Mother,
far better Richard
yeah, that's very
O'Brien
true.
than you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
It's astounding how good my Richard O'Brien can be.
So there are 5 glowing crystals on the far wall, embedded in the wall, and
Don't do
dotted
it.
around the room. There are around the side. Again, I try not to actually litter the maps too much because it gets a bit complicated. There's a central pillar, and behind it you can see a large table with various tomes on. And around the sides of the room there are sort of small boxes and containers. Nothing of import. But Merrin, you can feel the kind of magical essence, the power within this room on the far wall. And as you look, you can see one of the books is open.
I'm going to open the other door.
Yeah.
Okay. In the other room, there is a room
It's a
full of
mini catapult.
full of siegecraft weaponry and all kinds of warfare tools. There is a catapult, which looks like it couldn't fit out of the door. How would you get that out of here? There are boxes that some of the lids
Magic.
are off, and there's kind of cannonballs, ballista bolts. There's a ballista in the corner. I haven't pictured everything here, but there is a whole array of large siege weaponry in this chamber, and a central supporting pillar.
You know what needs to happen, don't you, Hisfix?
Yeah,
You need to
we
strap
use
it
the
to my
catapult.
horns. Strap it to my horns. You can fire a giant ballista from my shoulders.
I was thinking we'd use the catapult to fire me over the traps because I'm quite round.
You could wheel
That's
it down to the
obviously
bottom of
what
the
that shortcut
stairs.
was for. Yes, yes. And then across the shortcut, then through there, and then that will take you to the fit straight back down to the circle.
Yeah, there we go. All right then.
Does anybody want to know more about the power of circles or circles of power?
No.
First?
Gauss,
no.
if you might want to look in there. There's a lot of energy coming from it.
Oh.
I would say gesturing to the room full of
Okay.
crystals.
Gauss, you look into this room, and
Yep.
you see that along the far wall, it looks like there are charging crystals. And on the table, there looks to be books.
Cool.
You can't see what they are unless you enter the room, however.
But there's books, Ghost. There's books.
Books.
You haven't read a book in hours.
Yeah, I'll have moved out of the way to that.
Merrin's moved out of the
Gauss.
way. Look at that. Nice. Look at that. Lovely.
It's fixed. Would it
Hello.
be possible for you to give this room a once over because those books might be useful?
All right. It looks quite magical and probably more than a little bit dangerous. But all right
Oh,
then.
oh
I-
dear, you're locked in. Will one of your companions
This is
spare a crystal
skill
to unlock
challenge.
you?
Little sand timer
If our
appears,
friends
turns
in other
itself over.
countries don't know about the Crystal Maze, go and check it out with Richard O'Brien. He was better than Edward O'Toole. But I
True.
love Richard Ayoade doing it now. Anyway, sorry. His fix. You step into the room.
Yes.
You
I would
are
like to-
electrocuted now.
That would not surprise
You
me.
are
As you
disintegrated.
step into the room, you see on the pillar that there is a lever.
Ooh. Is it suspiciously at the right height for me, or do I have to jump?
It's human height.
So I've got to jump. Let's
And there
just-
are a number of books on the table, one of which is actually open but has dust on it. And
Alright.
these glowing crystals are embedded in the wall with small shelves underneath, which looks slightly strange.
Nice. All right. Very nice bit of decoration. I would like to examine the table for pressure pads or
Okay.
trip wires or
Go for it.
arcane sigils.
Yep.
Anything that looks like it might explode in my face
Okay.
or explode my face.
Or explode your face in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you need to
think
move
we
up
c-
to
we
the
covered-
table then.
Oh,
And make a
no,
find
I've
remove
been
traps
here
roll.
before. Yes, Dungeon Master.
And tech zone.
Willfully
Is this an
Stand-
automatic?
Oh, you're going
lock-in
there.
situation?
of the glowing crystals. Cause what could go wrong?
You could get locked in.
Yeah, I know.
You'll know it's coming.
Yeah.
This is clearly a mental challenge.
It's not my strong suit.
Okay.
Yes.
Find remove traps.
Am I dead yet? Nope,
No, you're
okay.
not dead yet.
All right, just checking, because.
Here's Fix. Just tell us
Okay.
what you can see.
You
No.
don't detect any traps. You think it's fine.
Instructions
fine.
are normally on the wall.
I can see some books.
As you look at the open book on the table, there is a
No, this is not Crystal Maze. This is Nightmare.
yeah. Spellcasting.
I can't see.
FUCKED.
Where do I go?
The book on the table. There's
I can see a book in front of me.
There's a dried up inkwell and quill in it, and the book on the table seems to be some sort of inventory or notebook on what's in this room.
Okay, can I read it out?
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a language I understand.
Yeah, it seems to be written in common.
good.
And it says, I've decided to store some of my lesser arcane items here within this chamber. I have no need of them these days. This power is far beneath me. And,
I will shout this out as I'm reading it.
Sure. And
I shall wander in towards them as if I'm like drawn to the book.
Sure. Although
Wait for
I
that.
do find this room a very pleasant place for repose, thought, and recharging.
All right.
Hmm.
Did it say anything else? Can I turn the page?
And as you flick through it, there's kind of lists of items and things, but as you're looking around the room, you don't really see them. So maybe it's like a historical document of all the
Stuff
things
comes
that
and
have been
goes.
in there. However, beside this book, there are 3 other books: a green one, a red one, and one that has a binding around it, which seems to
Well,
lock it. And there is also a ring on the table.
ooh, I am pocketing that.
Okay.
I shall pick the one with the binding up and the one I'll open the red one whilst picking the other one up. Like,
Okay. The red one on the front says a treatise on transmutations and transformations. And as you kind of leaf through it, it's not a spell book, but it's kind of a discussion, ramblings,
Excellent.
a book
Better than
on
a spell
that
book.
kind of thing. The green book says a positing on portation and portals.
That's a wonderful alliteration. I just want us all to take a moment to just soak that in.
Well, Rhivrasonomar is batshit
You're
crazy
into
and loves
the-
alliteration.
It's-
So
Wait until you get to the alcove of alchemical alliteration.
It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm loving it.
I'll have a look
Whereas
at this bound book.
the bound book doesn't
will
have any
open.
writing on it, and this looks like a grimoire,
Ooh.
like a spell
Is
book.
that locked? Do you want a hand with that one?
Yes, you could do. In fact, no, it'd be fine.
One
Is it-
thing, Jim. Sorry,
Yeah.
Gaust. When you flicked through the positing on portation and portals, you saw in there very briefly as you kind of flicked through, but you've got like super brain. You saw the circle that you came in on, a diagram of that.
Okay.
You also saw something in there that related to the scroll that you have on your person,
Oh, to take down yeah,
or your way into the tower.
yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
Wicket.
yeah.
Hello. Someone's having fun in the chat. Cool.
Because I just pocketed a ring.
You pocketed a ring. That's cool. You pocketed the ring. There's very little else in this chamber. There is a lever on the pillar.
I want to unlock the grimoire,
Okay.
if I may.
It does seem like a mundane lock.
All right.
So let's have an open locks.
Mm. Oh, my luck has deserted me.
You failed. It's a very
did.
fiddly, very small. You've kind of come prepared for like door locks.
Yeah,
It's
doors I
it's
do.
like when someone
Books.
says, "Can you open up your PC?" and you need one of those little tiny screwdrivers to like do the tiny screws, but you've only got a regular screwdriver.
Oh,
you
I
got a
got a
reroll then.
Oh, you got a reroll.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Beowulf.
Let's have a re-roll. You've got
Alrighty.
60, haven't you, on that?
Yeah, it's my best skill, but I can still fail.
Oh,
I'm afraid. Sorry, Twitch.
okay. Hey, Dylan
Oh, well.
Burrow. We stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, but on Wednesdays we've
Sometimes
got a short campaign going on at the moment with Coriolis. So we have Vesson on Tuesdays, Coriolis on Wednesdays, and Dragonlance on Thursdays. Okay, cool.
I'm
Weird.
sorry, I can't. It's a bit fiddly.
It's
We
very
can
While this
take
is
it with
all
us.
going on, Garen walks into the room and goes, "What does this lever do?"
Oh, crap.
Okay, so you pull the lever, and nothing happens.
Ah,
But
I
nothing.
should put the grimoire into my bag.
Okay, you pop the grimoire into your bag. Jim, this book has to you the same feeling that your own spell book does. It looks like it's been used for years, and the corners of the pages that you can see sticking out from behind the bindings are thumbed and well used. There's ink stains. There is love in this book. Love that only a wizard can give to a book.
Sticky.
Yeah, because
All right, Jock. All right.
Slightly sparkly as well.
You may have to peel some of the pages apart, but they're good pages.
Oh.
Okay, so Stone Hunter and Merrin, you're at the other room. What are you?
Oh.
What are you
Very
doing?
That's the
intrusive.
other use for sepia snakes.
Okay, right. What are you guys doing over at the other room?
Might have a
Well,
rummage around, I guess.
Siege weapons, you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find in there like oh, actually, sorry, I forgot my notes.
Elfgasm going on.
As
here
you
with
look
the
around in the
weaponry.
room, the two of you, you find a quiver, which has a very fine, ornate pattern stitched into the fabric of the quiver itself. And within it, there are 11 arrows,
Cool.
one of
I mean, if-
which is black.
Swish.
And
If
the
it was me
lucky
that found it, I
arrow.
would literally just hand it to Stone Hunter.
Sure. one of which is black, and the others are a very, very powerful turquoise coloured wood and steel on the end. It's like something you haven't seen before.
In all my years hunting, I have not seen arrows such as these. And I carry this, and I'll pull out my silver
Lucky
arrow.
I mean, I would say ask Goust, but I'm not sure you'd like the 3-hour lecture that he'll give you.
I will have to ask him when he's finished doing whatever it is that he's doing.
Make
But
a hunting roll, Stone Hunter.
ooh, I think I'm good
Have
at
I
that.
ever seen anything like it, Pete?
No,
No, I'm not good at that because
They're
it's a
clearly-
wisdom-based check.
magical.
Oh, I still succeeded.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Ben, you don't know of what, but you know that this black arrow is an arrow of slaying.
Oh, badass.
This is something that
Oh.
all hunters, all Kaganesti hunters long for, to knock against their bow. An arrow of slaying is one of the mightiest weapons that an archer can use.
This is something else.
It has crow feathers on the flight.
Blessed by the spirit of Crow, this brings death.
Isn't that typically what your arrows do?
This
Yeah.
brings death with a single strike.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That blow that brought the Carrion Crawler to the edge of death would be nothing compared to this. If I find out what foe it strikes, and let it be dragons.
You also find in a chest, a large box to one side, a large silver horn.
Cool. I'll pick that up. That looks. Well, like a drinking horn or like a musical
No,
instrument horn?
like a battle horn.
One of plastic. Oh.
Yeah.
And although, Merrin, you don't know much about magical items, the one thing you know is that when you find a magical horn, the one thing you do is you do not blow it.
Absolutely do.
What?
Straight away, blow
You-
it.
I'm going to point
Shoot
it
that
straight
motherfucker
at
like a
Hunter and
trumpet of
blow it.
coolness.
I was just like,
On the
What does
sides,
this do,
on
Stone
the
Hunter?
sides of this horn are carved, one on
Do
each
not
side,
blow.
a charging bison.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't blow that.
Horn of
and-
Garon.
Merrin, Merrin, as you pick this up and you're kind of holding it, Geron, you look across the corridor as you've kind of like pulling on this lever and you like look over across, and you see Merrin pick up the horn from your dream, from your vision.
And without even speaking a word, I charge across. Geron! No, wait, I'm Geron. Merrin, I must have this from you immediately.
I'm just going to look at him like he's insane.
Running from room to room.
Yeah.
Just-
And
There
it
is a
has
trumpet.
Give me the trumpet.
Merrin, this very horn has appeared in my dreams, a dream that was passed to me by Kiri Joliffe. I must have this horn. It will play an integral part in our future.
Do you remember the dream, Dan?
Some of it, yes. Do I have to talk about it all the way through because it's a very long dream?
I wish to do to the buffaloes.
So I'm just trying to
yeah.
find the arrow.
I now want to know what the dream is.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
We
Right,
can ask
I'm gonna-
them if we want to.
I cannot do this in Geron's voice all the way through because it is a bit long. So I will.
I will, yeah, Merrin will query what was the dream.
Okay, so my first vision saw a city crumbling beneath floating citadels flanked by red dragons. The figures below stood in defiance, the light of Kiri Joliffe glowing in their hearts. You knew to this to be a glimpse of the cause of the worthy strength. So basically us being all strengthy and wonderful. Also a place that needed discipline of your Minotaur folk. Your second vision revealed to you the image of 5 heroes, wounded, surrounded and battered, standing before an image of Kiri Joliffe. One of their number was blowing a blast on a mighty horn. You could not see which, but the blast forces sprang forward to sway a battle. The horn seems to be a relic of Joliffe, a piece of your god. you are proud to join Merrin in his quest. There you go. That was my vision. But I couldn't do that in Karen's voice because that would kill my voice box.
I need to show this to my order.
Ben,
I mean, it's a holy icon of Kiri Jolith, and that's my god, and my order's god.
that's Geron's god as well. He's actually a priest of Kiri Jolith, whereas
No, I know, but
you have a patron god. Ben,
Yes,
do you want to
Fight.
roll? Do you want to roll a d20 for your arrow?
I do.
Now I'm guessing you want to roll a 5.
Which is exactly what I rolled.
Is that what you rolled?
Yes.
yeah.
Shit.
Oh,
Is it dragon?
It's dragon. It's frickin' dragon slaying arrow.
Can't read that. Is it dragon?
Can't read it. It's dragon though, isn't it?
still can't read it.
Still
We
can't read it.
Okay. 1 is arachnids, 2 is avians, 3 is bards. I don't know why. 4 is clerics.
They're
5
a pain.
5 is dragons.
Hey.
You have an arrow of dragon slaying.
Oh.
Does that
good
literally one-shot
grief.
dragons?
If
Is that
you
what
hit,
it does?
It kills.
Does it need me to tell him that?
No, well, he doesn't know it's dragons.
I don't know that it's a dragon slaying arrow. I know
So
it's
you
a
will need
slaying
Gaust
arrow.
to figure that
Yeah.
out.
What are
Well,
the
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 turquoise
carvings
ones?
on the arrow. But you know it's. He knows it's an arrow of slaying. His people have seen these and they know the power of these. But you've rolled a 5, so wow.
That Dragon High Lord is getting some.
Geron,
Bad day.
as you take hold of the horn.
He's not giving it to me.
Has he not given it to you?
No.
I'm not resisting. I will hand it over. I'm just saying
Okay,
I
there you
need to
go.
show it to my order.
Yeah. Okay, you've handed it over, and as you take it into your hands, you are filled with more vision, Geron, and a bison appears in front of you. This glowing blue bison that you saw previously in the city in Kalaman. Clearly, you are meant to be here. You are meant to be doing this. You are doing Kiri Jolith's will, and the bison goes through the doorway ahead of you, and you can't see where it goes because it goes through a door. And as you hold the horn, you are aware suddenly that this is a horn of Valhalla.
That sounds awesome.
That does sound awesome.
Okay. This will summon and it's made of silver. Okay. Hell yes. Beowulf Reborn's put hell yes. Earlier on he put people were going, is this a horn of Valhalla? It is a silver horn of Valhalla.
To be fair, he did put Valhalla,
yeah, that's true. So what this does is when the command word is said, and you blow the horn, this summons to you a group of berserker fighters from Valhalla. Yeah.
Yep.
And this will summon 2d4 plus 2 second level fighters to fight at your side.
They come in bison form.
Is it like a one-use thing, or can you just?
No,
You can just do
Wait.
it whenever.
Wait.
not whenever. It's limited use. It's
It
like
is
once a
limited.
day or something.
You can blow this once every 7 days.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Well, Geron's not going to blow it any sooner because his vision shows that it's blown at
But-
the right exact moment.
So, but write this down.
Viking tours.
And they are minotaurs. So they're going to be minotaurs when they rock up.
Okay.
They are armor class 4,
AC4.
12 hit points.
Yep.
And armed with battle axes. Because that feels more berserkery.
Yeah.
One in each hand, or just
They
one?
battle axe. Oh, sorry, battle axe and spear. It says.
Oh.
So there you go.
Yeah.
They gladly attack anyone the possessor of the horn commands them to fight, until they or their opponents are slain, or 6 turns, which is 60 rounds, have elapsed. So they last for an hour. effectively, or they die. Considering they've only got 12 hit points, it's not.
Seems more
die
likely.
in an hour.
But these people, like literally, are angelic heroes that appear beside you to fight in a battle with you at your most needed moment.
Excellent.
And this is from, you can tell, this is from Kiri Jolith, and you can tell that only one who's dedicated to Kiri Jolith can use the right word and blow the horn and successfully use this item.
And I assume that I don't know this word at this moment in time.
It's carved on the side of the horn in the Minotaur language.
Yes. What is the word? What is the word?
That's up to you.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna find a suitably
Chopper.
awesome word.
Fungus.
Freeze.
I'll be back.
Intruder.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Okay. Merrin, Garon, and Stonehunter, you also see that there's a lever on that pillar.
Ah, there was a lever in the other room and it did nothing. Maybe we must pull both at the same time.
Why not?
What was that?
Do you want to go to the other one and I'll pull this one?
Okay, Mirren, I'll go to the other one. You count us down.
Okay, I'm getting out of the room.
Yeah, me
Sorry,
too.
I was inspired by a Terminator film, the Terminator 2 film.
I just tried to move me on Twitch. That wasn't bright.
Doing a gym.
I'm going to come to there, just on the other side of those traps, so that
I
when
would
they
like
do
to say
that,
that I've not done that since.
in case the door opens,
Yeah.
I'm there to see it happen.
Ben, just so you know, those 10 arrows you picked up are arrows +2.
Ooh. You sexy bastards.
Thank you. Oh, you mean the arrows? Sorry.
Yeah.
They are shiny turquoise arrows, though.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to use them.
Okay, so you're going to pull
Too
the.
shiny.
So 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Chung. And you hear from the corridor, as if all the pressure plates are deactivated.
I think we turn them off.
I'll walk over and see if I get zapped.
Quick, turn them back on.
Okay, Stonehunter goes to step on, and you guys go. Whoop, whoop.
It's like
And he goes,
platoon.
the crystal glows, but nothing comes out. No, you cross over to the doorway.
Which I shall open.
I go, Stonehunter, wait! The spirit of Killijorith passed through this door. What is it? Whatever is beyond it is a challenge. We must all go through together.
Okay,
Gonna bum rush to the door, hearing its challenge from Kiri Jolith.
you open the door.
Cliffhanger that bad boy.
Yeah.
You open
So
the
I
door,
open the door. There we go.
and inside the chamber
It's mole traps.
is more traps.
It's a vestibule.
It is a vestibule.
Non-stop, never-ending pressure pads.
Hey, this is classic
Oh.
AD&D.
Yeah. Loving it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to
Dump
jump
'em.
him.
Stonehunter and Garon, together you jump. Whoa! Right, Stonehunter, you jump.
Sproing.
Oh,
Garon.
oh, Garon
Ah.
is inspired.
Yeah, absolutely. You land. Boom. The two of you land right there. Marin's going to come up and jump as well, is he?
There's no space for me, is there?
You could jump
Let's
to the
open
left.
the door first. Oh, but if you jump to the left, you have to step to the right.
don't.
I bend your
Your
knees
hands on
inside.
your hips.
Okay. Let's not descend into that at the last minute.
You,
Okay.
Richard O'Brien, me.
Are you going to
Yeah,
open the door?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you open the door.
Oh boy.
Ahead of you, there is a large
open.
chamber. 6 pillars support the ceiling. At the far end, between 4 of the pillars, is a large teleportation circle. This one looks quite different to the previous one, however. In front of it, there is a large statue
Disturbingly
kind of
large statue.
very large statue, sort of 10-foot tall, or maybe 12-foot tall, you're not sure. Big stone statue standing there looking at you, Stone Hunter.
Like specifically looking at Stone Hunter?
No,
or-
I'm just saying that because Stone Hunter opened the door. So
Also, I'm an animist, so yes, it's looking at me.
yeah, true. Are you entering the room?
Yes, just to make room for the others to be
Okay.
able to
Yeah,
come
as,
this
just-
as
way.
soon as there's
Just
space, I'm
just
jumping.
move inside 1 square.
Yeah, I'm just going to move to the left of the doorway.
Okay,
Yeah,
right,
and I'll
that's
move
it.
to the
Son
right
of
of
a-
the door.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, man.
Marin,
Would you like me to disarm
Oh.
the trowel?
you land you land you land on the pressure pad. Go on, move it. Yep, there you go. And a magic missile streaks out, hitting you for 3 points of damage. And Geron,
So, nope, it's absorbed.
yep, so you absorb 1
Then
level
I'm just going to walk
one
straight
level
in.
of magic. Wait, whoa, hang on. Stay where you
Oh.
were. Stay where we are. Geron and Stone Hunter entering the room have prompted the statue to come to life.
Oh,
And viewers can now see that the stone guardian of the teleportation circle stands up and says, "I don't think you're supposed to be in here," with a big gravelly, grumbly voice, and pulls out a large stone sword.
oh, sausage.
Very polite statue.
Oh, you don't think it's about to be polite?
And shall we end our episode there?
Yes.
It's 20 past midnight in the UK, so we are going to end our episode there as the stone guardian of the teleportation circle awakens. You guys have managed to make your way through all the traps and corridors and tricks of Rhivrasonomar's basement level, so well done. And we shall find out next week what happens when you try to enter the tower. Although we may have a couple of people missing, so we may or may not be on next week. We'll figure that out in the intervening interval between now and then. But thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to the players for really getting into, once again, this awesome set of characters that we have for Dragonlance. I think that was a really good session with the dungeon. The Incarnate maps are absolutely awesome. Thank you to our sponsors,
Yes.
Incarnate, for supporting us and for our giveaway last week. That was really cool. But switch over to the faces. Please don't forget to go and check out all our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Insta, links below in the About on Twitch and in the video description on YouTube if you're watching back later. If you are, please go and follow us on Twitch. And if you're watching us on Twitch, please go and subscribe on YouTube. Also, check out our Discord. Over 250 people on our Discord joining in all of our conversations. We've got people playing games, running games, talking about films, movies, all kinds of other stuff. We talk about our shows, so please come and join us on there as well. And also our Patreon. Here's the plug. Please go and check out our Patreon. Without our patrons, we couldn't do what we're doing. They have enabled us to get all the kit and equipment, all the games that we play, the software that we use to make these shows. You are fantastic, awesome people. And even if you don't want to sign up, there's a load of free stuff on our Patreon. But there's a $1 tier on the Patreon, just to say, you're supporting us. You get to join our Discord patron channels and see special conversations going on there, such as
Behind the scenes magic.
behind the scenes magic,
Special.
character
Special.
creation, and also other streams such as our Star Trek Klingon show that we did, which I've now figured out how to do on the Discord just for our patrons. If you go to our $4 a month tier, you get all of the stuff. And you get maps, you get adventures, you get all kinds of things. All the maps that you've seen on here, they are going to be available to our patrons. I think most of the maps for our Dragonlance show are already up, and the rest are going to be up very soon. So please go and check out the Patreon. As I said, if you can't sign up, then there's a load of free stuff anyway. And if you can't support us in that way, that's fine. Just give us a like, a comment, a shout out somewhere. That is very useful to us. Next week on Tuesday we have
Essen, Haunted Hosts of Hoxney Hall, the spooky turn of the century, 19th century Wesen adventure set in the east of England, where our players have just encountered all of the ghosts of Hoxney Hall and have to work out how to help them move on to their final rest.
My character
Wednesday,
got possessed by a Welsh nurse.
Yeah, Welsh nurse possessed the lieutenant. Yep. Wednesday we have Coriolis Pay the Road.
Part 2.
Space people in space doing spacey things
Arabian
on a
Nights
planet where we've been sent to pick up someone's nephew who isn't his nephew.
And I've watched that. I've managed to watch the first half of that show, and that is a lot of fun. Really good group, and you guys are already sort of causing mayhem for Lewis within the first half of that session, so that's really cool. And then next Thursday we may or may not have another episode of Dragonlance. We're going to figure that out between now and then, and we will let you know on Facebook, Twitter, and the Discord. So please check those places out. We will have coming soon some one-shots. We will also in November. I will be running an Alien game on the Free League Publishing Twitch channel with our Alien crew, doing an adjacent story to our Alien LV832 story, which if you haven't seen, go and check out on YouTube right now. It's an 8-part series, which was supposed to be 4 parts and ended up as 8 parts.
Every single one was the last episode.
We played every episode like it was the last, and it was fantastic. One of my favorite GM experiences so far. And it was just, the audience was great, the players were great, and it was just a lot of fun. So
I forgot we have a giveaway as well. We currently have a giveaway going on for this week's Wesen game. If you go to our YouTube video for Wesen episode whatever we're on, which should be out today or tomorrow. I think it's already out, isn't it?
Nearly.
Yeah, when it comes out, if you go to that video and you give us an art share of some brilliant spooky art, credit the artist, and you will be in the running to win a dice rolling tray in Spoopy Black and 2 sets of dice, one of which is a mystery set of dice. And everybody loves the Click Clack Math Rocks. There will be our last giveaway in the next session as well.
And that's funky.
And that is the special, super special one.
Thornless Rose stuff. And that's all of our giveaways there on our Wesen game are thanks to our awesome sponsor, the Thornless Rose, who are lasery, leathery goods from anything from clicky-clacky math rocks, dice, to the uninitiated, all the way up to LARP armor and equipment, and all the things in between, including awesome D20 dice bags. Ben, where's yours?
In the conservatory.
Mine's in the
Sorry.
house.
Mine's upstairs.
D20 dice bags, which are leather, cool, laced together dice bags. We have a construction video on the channel for that. I messed it up, but you can see that.
Done some spectacular missions and made a brilliant set of panniers for Harley, didn't she?
Yeah.
They were amazing.
Just the Thornless Rose. Go check them out.
Just go check her out.
There's links in our YouTube videos for the Thornless Rose, so go and check them out. Absolutely amazing.
Don't we have a discount code, I think?
We do. Garblag10, all caps. You can go and that's the link on the YouTube videos. So maybe you should go over and check out YouTube and subscribe and click on that link. And you can get 10% off selected products at the Thornless Rose, mostly dice accessories, rolling trays, etc. Anyway, that's enough gumph after the show. Thank you everyone for watching. You guys have been absolutely fantastic in chat tonight. It's been amazing. Players, thank you. Another awesome session of Dragonlance. And we hopefully will see you next week. We'll let you know before next week. We've been Garblag Games. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.